Oh, God. I don't even, yeah, I think he's an angel. You said me friends are with us.
So we begin the eighth session of the Yanjing campaign. And rejoin the still as yet unnamed party, having just settled down for the evening after an eventful day of rescuing a uh, rattling couple and gnomish community from a horrific demon that Battleton has now adopted as pet.
Oh, yeah. Struck an accord.
Uh, Obviously, there are members of the group who have not entirely made their peace with this turn of events.
Yeah. Okay, spoilers.
But the party has now successfully taken care of some of the checklist items for Sidian, Orthog, and the good Reverend Doctor. And who knows what's in store? What comes next? Battleton did mention that there was something he had designs on accomplishing, but
Becoming an
with
evil
the
warlord. Sorry, landlord? Yes. Yes, I want to be an evil landlord.
well, with the current divisiveness, friction in the group, we'll see what happens. So that you guys want to pick up the night of the that you guys first set up in the haunted house, or you want to pick up the next morning?
I think the night of. I mean, the last we left the group, I think it was Narjal and the Reverend Doctor were sharing words as we walked back to the office. Isn't that true, Reverend Doctor?
I remember Sidian taking Battletown outside and giving him a piece of his mind,
Yeah.
while Orthog watched from the doorway, never letting his eyes off the Rock Tavarna.
Which is right near my dick, you weirdo.
Classic dick.
No, you guys already went to the office. Everyone's asleep. Back in the
Okay,
house.
well, we had a discussion about how we're not cool with what you did.
That's fun. I don't need to know that. I wasn't there. You want to start the next morning? Fresh slate,
Yeah.
clear eyes, can't lose.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys rest for the evening, and in the morning, you all wake up in the somewhat morbid atmosphere of the house that once belonged to a family that lost their daughter to a vampire, subsequently exorcised.
Yeah.
I am not up first,
Uh,
most likely.
I'm just gonna dive in here with no lube. I need you guys' help on something.
What is it?
I got some low-level gangbangers that I need to clean off the streets. And I was hoping you might help me. It's a little bit more than I can lift on my own.
Will you be doing it with your demon scepter?
Pender? Yeah, I thought we understood Pender is going to stay under our watchful eye. So absolutely, I would not let a demon out of my sight, Ortog.
Nor will I.
Well, we have an accord. I slap you on the turtle back.
Accord strict.
What'd you say?
Accord accepted.
Or accepted.
Well, that went smoothly.
Wait, so we're gonna bang these guys? Wait, what? What did you say?
Tell us about these street toughs,
No.
these ruffians,
Yeah.
these scoundrels.
Some street toughs, exactly. Good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco. I have some thugs that belong to the Black Claw gang. Flick, you gave me some good intel the night we met our new friends here about the Black Claw gang. But I've essentially taken a bounty to bring them in. Can be alive, can be dead. But
Okay, so we're not banging anyone. I'm happily married.
we're not banging anyone, but I'll tell you who's not banging anymore. The innocent soul that was killed by a mugging related to this gang. They're not banging.
That took the mood down.
Yeah. So these are the kind of people we're trying to take off the streets here. As you can tell, this neighborhood is pretty rough.
And they're local. They live here in our neighborhood.
I have no idea what level.
Oh no. The intel that was given is just a quick Google Doc away, so someone filibuster for a moment.
These rapscallions that did the mugging. Did you know the person?
The victim?
Yes.
No, this is just a job I take on. I've taken on the job of getting rid of the people who committed a mugging that led to someone's death.
Yeah, those clowns that I saw up on the level 9 up at the White Serpent Tavern.
White Serpent level 9. We're on level 7. But straight above us. 2 levels.
Have you ever fantasized about taking a pat with a demon? Was this like a goal of yours? Was it like always a dream to be like beholden to an evil spirit?
I'm going to take that in 2 parts. One, I don't need a touch or a pat or a light graze from a demon. I don't need physical contact from a demon.
To be happy? You'll take like words of praise.
No, I don't really need anything from a demon. And the aspect of beholden, that would imply that I am in service to this sword.
Likely, yes.
Would you like me to ask the sword about the arrangement? We can talk.
That would be great. Can we hear the response?
Sure.
Okay.
I unsheathe Pinder.
Okay.
Who then
Clear words.
What?
Ask in clear words.
I'm not opposed.
I
like you fine. Just let's get some things on the table.
I unsheathe Pinder, who coils around my neck in his serpently form.
Hi, Pinder.
And I say, this is Pender. Pender, there seems to be some misunderstandings about your nature and the compact which we struck. Would you mind answering my friend Narjal's questions? I asked Pender this.
And he says, depends on the question.
Are you obligated to answer me truthfully?
No.
No.
We say it in unison together. No one's obligated to give you truth.
Yeah, see, I just have a big problem with that. Considering the demonic origins of this spirit.
Well, that's discriminatory. You wouldn't hold that against Flick.
No, it's not. Someone fucking back me up here. Jesus.
Hey, whoa, what did I do? I'm not getting drug into this.
I'm just saying Flick can lie, and that's okay. The good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco can lie, and that's okay.
I would
Pender,
never.
spirit that's damned to a horrible afterlife, can't lie?
No.
So that's
If you have control over the spirit.
Oh, I don't. I'm not
It's
saying
not
that.
a spirit. It's a demon.
Yeah, if you don't have complete control over the demon shouldn't be hanging out.
So you're pro-slavery is what I'm hearing.
You don't need to deflect anymore.
I'm not deflecting. Let's drill down. You're pro-slavery. in the context of people who have already died and been brought back to be tortured forever as a
That L10 is
I was-
pro-slavery.
I
That's
was
a
like,
statement. It's not a question.
Dan, I don't know if this fits in, but could I knowledge religion to know if this is a demon that will control our Badalton?
Sure.
Okay. Let's get going.
Again, as a player,
Start rolling.
go
Rolling
down with this, but it
No,
needs
no,
to
keep going.
go ahead.
You're pro slavery.
Okay.
You're
Not
pro.
great. But it was a 15.
15.
I should clarify.
All right. So, what you know about Rakshasas is that they are basically mortal souls who were like the primary characteristic of them is greed. Like their greed took them to such extents in their mortal life that it, incurred upon them punishments in the afterlife.
Okay.
Now your general understanding of Rakshasa are like the more common version of Rakshasa, which tend to have like a feline head, and their hands are on backwards. Those are like the two defining characteristics, and they are fairly powerful demons, extremely manipulative. They tend to use illusion magic and disguise themselves to hide amongst populations, and then rise into positions of power that suit their desire for power, material wealth, pleasure, what have you. They want to live as hedonistic a lifestyle as possible. Whatever Pinder is, which is more obscure and you're not super familiar with, he is significantly weaker and probably not, whatever caused his punishment is probably not nearly as grievous as what would spawn one of the more major Rakshasas. But he is obviously, he had to be pretty freaking evil in his mortal life to deserve becoming a Rakshasa. Yeah, I mean, you don't know for the Raktavarna Rakshasa, which is the type that he is, you don't know anything specifically about that offshoot.
Can we take a minor player question tangent?
Sure.
They're being punished for their greed in life, but their punishment is to become an immortal being that they can still pursue their own greed. Because I'm not understanding like
their punishment is being, tortured for eternity in a hell dimension where they have to deal with other Rakshasa who also feel the same way as they do.
Okay.
And so it's a constant backstabbing awfulness. But because of their nature, they're all desperately trying to get back to the prime material plane where they can enact their machinations more freely and to greater reward.
Got it. Okay, cool.
But yeah, like 1% of all Rakshasa are on the prime material plane at any given time.
Right. Most of them are
90% of them are in hell or the abyss or something where they're not having a good time.
cool.
I explained this to our friends, what we're dealing with, to my knowledge. And I'm not sure, gang, fellas, if the serpent cat is controlling our friend Batalton or if he has his own free will.
We shouldn't have to ask questions like that this early into our professional relationship.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
Fair
Well,
argument, but I will say this, Orthog, I think you've mentioned before, you haven't always been this cuddly, lovey turtle that we see
True.
before us. Okay,
I also was not a demon.
true. My point here, if I have a point at all, is maybe nothing is beyond redemption.
Well, if that be the case, then maybe we leave this serpent cat at the house and you travel without it.
I kind of want to see what it does. After sleeping on it, my professional curiosity is piqued.
Finally, someone that makes sense.
It's a good no-brainer.
I propose a series of tests and controls.
Ah, I can get behind that.
Tell us about these thugs. Do you propose to murder them with your new demon friend?
No, well, if it comes to that, but I believe the bounty would be higher if they're brought back alive. Yeah. So there's a preference for bringing them back alive. I will. The demon is. I'm sorry. Sorry, Pender. Pender is very transparent about what Pender is about. Does enjoy pain, which is why he was inflicting pain on the undeserving rat folk community because he was unattended. So I definitely would not like to leave him unattended again. So Pender will definitely be all about causing some pain at some point when we are pursuing the thugs. So just laying that out there. But the thugs themselves, I would prefer to bring them in alive. The bounty will be higher, and it also would just increase the chance of gathering information from the thugs that can be valuable to preventing such wanton and needless death from occurring again. Now, if there is continued concerned about my own free will, I'd be happy to also submit to a series of tests and controls on that matter. And then to that end, if people are concerned about some kind of inequity occurring in the group, I'm also happy to divide all liquid assets in the group evenly at this time.
No one mentioned anything about that.
It's fine. I'm just saying.
Being consumed by the greed from the sword.
Kill him! Kill him!
I'm talking about dissolving my liquid assets and sharing them evenly. So I'm just saying, if people are like, "Oh, I don't trust Battletown, he's greedy and nefarious," well, I'll split my loot up right now. We all split it up, and we're all even see well, except for Orthog. We won't count him. This Orthog, I know you've taken about.
But we can agree that if I wish to give my portion of the riches to someone in more need, you'll have no issue of that.
Yeah, like me.
That is a fantastic point. Yes, Orthog, if the entire group splits evenly all currently held liquid assets, I think you donating them is a good idea.
Okay.
Just put it out there. We don't have to decide that right now, but I'm just saying that is how much I care about the group here. Is I will dissolve all currently liquid assets among the party members.
You keep saying currently liquid.
Yes, money, gold, things that can be traded and bought.
And do you love the group so much to as if the demon serpent turns on us, we shall be able to kill you and it if the time comes?
Short answer, no. Long answer, if the demon sword turns on the group is far more valuable than Pender.
Ah,
Pender knows that. So if there is a point where I have to decide between the group and the sword, you are the more valuable asset. That is not liquid.
So, after you've taken a strong potion or medication, it's always advised by your doctor to not make any sudden financial decisions.
Ah.
So, I say we hold off on that, and I just want to see how this sword affects you when we go out and try to do something ostensibly good for our community.
That's
Science.
yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Yeah.
a fair approach.
I think that's a fair approach as well.
I
Science.
will agree, but I will watch.
We're not banging anybody. It's
It's
not happening. It's out of the question.
Weird science.
a fantastic callback, but no, we are not banging anybody.
We're just banging them around.
We're banging skulls.
Well,
Yeah, makes me uncomfortable. I'm not like wholly against it. It's just we were sent to vanquish the beast, and instead you've decided to adopt it as your helper and pet.
That is
You made it a demon pet.
You get so wrapped up in Semantic.
Well, you're misrepresenting information to support your argument. So yeah, I'm gonna get wrapped up in semantics. That's not what we were saying.
Again, speak clearly.
To free the I know I get what you're getting
It's
at.
almost as if like in the last night you've gone away somewhere for 3 weeks and don't remember anything.
No. I mean, how do you feel, Reverend, that this was your task, the task that you thought was most important to go and assuage this terrible wound on the rat folk community, and now the wound is wrapped around his neck in the form of a demon serpent.
Well, I don't care for it.
See, now when I do that in regards to your support of slavery, it's called not a question. But when you do that,
Oh, I'm asking you a question.
right,
I was asking
you also,
Reverend Doctor a
but
question.
you also weren't asking him a question.
I said, how do you
But-
feel about it?
Yeah, but I said, do you support slavery?
No, you
also
said
quibble on
you
that.
said you support slavery.
I said, so you support slavery.
Fellas,
Which is a statement.
fellas.
There was a lilt at the end of the sentence that inferred a question mark.
I'm just like, I can just picture just like a short, stocky, like grungy ass dwarf, just me.
The good
That's
Reverend.
fine. Let's go do what you think is important.
Let us move on with the adventure.
That's what I'm talking
Flick?
about.
Flick, although you probably look most like the demon, I would assume, Freaky Flick. Do you care to move on?
Well, we're going to unpack that later, but yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking to Freaky.
Okay. Bataton, where?
No. This is good for me.
Yeah.
We're
Tell me
going to the
about
White
this gang.
Serpent.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down to go beat some heads around.
Ooh, Bottleton, you might be able to make some friends with your new scarf at this establishment.
I might lay low with that. We'll see.
For your new scarf?
Kendrick.
Oh, you're gonna lay low with it because you know it's bad. Gotcha.
Oh, you're saying lay low?
No, I'm saying I would, if I were you, right, I would stroll up in there with my cool ass snake around my neck and be like, "What up, my snakes?" You know, and see if you couldn't leverage that.
Because they're the black serpents. And a serpent is a snake.
All right, we gotta go. And then I start walking out the door. I head down the alley
Yeah,
toward the elevators.
I mean, obviously, Aaron, you know what that is.
Yeah.
Battle time. For the second time in 2 days, and the first time, being the first 2 times in your life, someone else is talking in your head.
Yeah. Right, but I know it's that.
You get the gist, but it's still a uncomfortable and brand new sensation to you.
So I do not reply because I do.
You don't even know that that's how it works.
Exactly. And I
You
start-
probably just replied the random shit that you're saying to the rest of your group, and he's like, "Yeah, that tracks."
Yeah. So I say, all right, we gotta go. And then I just start heading down. I go right out the front door. Do not wait for any of you guys. And then I'm just going towards the elevator banks.
Oh.
okay.
Elevator banks.
Hold on. He walked out without any of us, real quick. Orthog wants to let everyone know, hey, if this goes sideways, are you guys with me to vanquish said creature and whatever gets in our way?
Unequivocally, yes.
Oh, absolutely, bud.
Okay. Flick and you
What?
do not
Oh,
play
I wasn't-
coy.
I wasn't paying attention. What?
If things go south with our good friend Bataton, will you be ready to defend yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'll shoot a fucking snake. I don't care.
Okay.
They threatened me with a gun last night. Yeah, absolutely. It's down.
Then yeah, I walk out.
I
Not
am
without me on your back.
nearly out of sight.
Yeah.
I am on a hustle.
You got your uppy.
Uppies.
Power walking.
I'm powerful. Yeah.
Bettelton wears a tracksuit.
We walk.
Yeah, I'm always in an Adidas tracksuit, but it's crushed satin.
I feel it best we catch up with him. So let's walk
Hold
with
up,
him.
the appearance of that one.
Okay. Real Tony Soprano.
Yeah. And this house bore me as a hero. When you catch up to me, I'm already at the elevator banks.
Yeah.
I have a gnome holding the door and I'm like waving you in. As you get in, you see the gnome pulling I assume it's like a crank, like old timey.
It's more complicated than that, but that's kind of par for the course when it comes to milk.
You're looking at me. All of us are.
All of you,
Okay.
you're in the room.
Yeah.
All of you see whatever the contraption is on the elevator does not say level 9, it says sub level 1. And then the doors are closing. We're going down.
You said we were going to level
We're going to sub level 1 now.
9. Okay, I just choose to. I mean, that gives me a certain amount of calm.
Oh, all right, yeah, fair enough.
Where are we going
Sub level 1.
and why?
Are there other people in the elevator?
The operator.
You're right. I'd say we need to see Dash. It's urgent.
Oh, I don't.
Dash is the guy who is essentially like the shell corporation behind who is our like sponsor. So really, we need to see Zumo Swifthammer, the vault keeper. But I do not say that in the elevator. I say we need to see Dash.
Okay.
Did I have a stroke? I thought we were going to 9.
I
Tell us why we need to see him.
Maybe
I
not.
don't know. His voice was in my fucking head, and he said it's urgent, so we're going.
No.
Now
The
you have
operator
voices
looks
in your
over at you. The strange, strange expression. Turns back and continues like spinning gears and turning wheels and whatever the
Who's paying for this elevator ride?
Shut the fuck up. Enjoy the elevator music.
Okay.
What is the you said you had the door held and the destination already locked in. What was your interaction with the gnome when you got to the elevator?
I roll up. I say I'm Bottleton. I have business with the Golden Embers Guild on sub level 1. I need to get there immediately.
And he says, all right. Is it just you?
No, there's a group coming. There's a group coming. Just hold it, and we'll hold the door. And then at that point, I think it's probably when you guys would be coming down, and I'd be like waving.
Okay. And he says, okay, it's 10 silver apiece.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Who's paying? I just walk off the elevator.
I mean, the elevators are very expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys take an express ride down to sub level 1. Did you pay the gnome immediately when he told you the cost, or
Okay. I'm in a rush.
5 gold? Also, just as a matter of clarity, Pinder will always revert to the sword shape. Like that is the preferred form. He will only take on the serpent form if you tell him to.
Right. Yeah. I'm not walking around with town. Certainly. Demon.
I'm just making it also clear, like he's not going to turn into a serpent on his own. He will always stay as the sword if he has his preference.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you make it to sub level 1. This is where the metalworks are, and you know the way to Dash's Forge.
Yeah.
So
Lead the way.
the group of you it's not a, it's not a difficult place to reach. You enter into the metalworks and head over to Dash's location. Um, and it is pretty obvious from, just the body language and the expression on his face, as you approach, he's pounding excessively hard on a piece of glowing metal, a grimace on his face, and you can see that there is, some amount of frustration or anxiety. He's tense and in a foul mood.
Mhm.
Um, as you get near his workshop, he seems to be disappointed in whatever he's working on, and he takes the glowing rod and throws it into a bucket of quenching oil, splashing that oil around a little bit and, you know, kicking at the ground, growling under his breath.
I walk up as close as is safe, given he is actively smelting metal, and I say, "We came as quick as we could. We received a message."
He looks up, a sneer still on his lips, and recognizes the group of you, and his demeanor changes. Kind of collects himself for a second, and he says, "So he got a hold of you. That's good. All right, we're not going to get in. I'm just going to tell you what happened. I had a mithril shipment that was supposed to come to me. It's for my mastery project that would move me up within the golden embers, so I'd be seen as a master smith in my own right. You can tell from all of this past tense verbiage, I didn't get my shipment. Uh, Mithril in the mines is extremely rare here. So I had to get it from out of the city. And apparently as soon as the traders arrived with it, they were mugged and the shipment was stolen.
You should have called us for security.
You don't operate outside the city.
The muggers, do we know A, where this happened in the city, and B, is there any information on the muggers themselves?
Well, you're the team that goes and finds this shit out.
I don't need a two dash. I'm asking a very reasonable question. If that's all the information you have, we'll do the best we can, but I assume you at least have some kind of a manifest that would tell us where your shipment would have entered the city through.
The group that I had bringing in the delivery, they are the Zhuan traders, and they're staying on level 3. I don't remember what the name of their lodgings is.
Okay.
But
Mithril stolen.
I was notified that the shipment was stolen yesterday. I asked some questions, some masked assailants. I brought the information to my master, he told me he would. He actually said this would be a good test for you.
Oh,
That means we're his best team.
Which
quietly in the back. Oh my goodness.
This is important to me.
Mhm.
I'm not thrilled about him sending an untested group out for this. But I respect his judgment. And I suppose the whole point of this myth roll in the beginning was a test. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a test for me. It might as well be a test for you too.
Don't worry, Daddy Dash. You're gonna be a master smithy in no time. We're gonna make sure of it.
Don't really like you calling me daddy.
But he put on sunglasses.
Got it. Yeah.
I said if he has confidence in you, then I will have confidence in you on at his behest.
We'll take care of it.
Level
We will
3.
take care of it with evil power.
Okay. That's all the info we're gonna get from Dash.
Hey, Bottleton, how's the elevator work? Do we gotta like? Is that like a down and up fare, or do we gotta pay again? What's how does that work?
It was one way. And it was 10 silver for all of us to get down here.
It's 10 silver each.
Yeah. 10 silver each.
Well, Battle 10, how urgent is your mission to collar these ne'er-do-wells?
Well, I'm wondering if there could be some connective tissue here. Right, essentially, we were setting out to find muggers that a deal went wrong and accidentally killed someone. This is essentially finding muggers that, a deal didn't go wrong. No one was killed, but it was a much larger deal.
So
The connective tissue, that's what I'm trying to think through. How we should approach this.
Well, as part of a 6-man group, I think we make just the team.
Like, do you think, quick question, do the levels here work in the sense that level 1 is ground floor? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so European.
Yeah, level 1 is the
That's a good question.
Yeah.
exit to the surface level.
Got it. Then
Maybe your new friend has some insight.
they're on. I don't know.
I think Narjal's just gonna let me know if it gets annoying. I think Narjal's just gonna be a huge dick about this.
That's
And that's gonna be the extent of it.
You do it, man.
Yeah. You know.
Orthog is just watching.
So these traders are staying on level 3.
Mm-hmm.
We were heading to level 9. So I guess I can see this 2 ways, right? You could pursue the higher level mugging assailants, or you could pursue the lower level mugging assailants associated with the Black Claw. The benefit to pursuing the lower level ones is maybe they know something about the higher level ones. I really doubt the higher level ones would know something about the lower level ones. I think lower levels like the crime, it's not their physical location in the city.
I believe if we're paying money to go one way or the other, we start with a floor 4 above us.
So that would be like starting at level 3, getting information from the people who were mugged, carrying the mithril.
Yeah.
And then maybe we go up to level 9 where the white serpent is. Flick, you were saying that's where like the mugging people hang out?
Yeah, I gotta admit though, that seems like a pretty large distance. So I feel like this could be unconnected. If it is, that's awesome. But I think there's a real possibility that these are separate groups. So just be prepared for that.
Yeah, and I think if we get good information that leads us elsewhere, we won't go all night. But we talk to the traders and they're like, "They have ski masks and like they don't get in. It's like, okay, well we're gonna go level 9.
We already have a lead, kind of. That
Sort
could
of,
be.
yeah.
So we have a soft lead.
Anyone's got knowledge local? Give me a knowledge local check.
What about the knowledge of the nature of the locality?
That's a 23 knowledge local.
It's a
Okay.
13.
All right. City, and you know that there is a tavern on level 3. It's called the Orchid Parlor. And you are pretty sure that the guy who runs that place is kind of involved in smuggling. Like
Okay.
he's kind of, from what you've heard, if you want to get something into the city that's not allowed or something out of the city that's not allowed, he would be the guy to talk to about it.
Okay.
But otherwise, the Orchid Parlor is kind of like the higher end uh, tavern for traders coming into the city. Like even the ones that don't necessarily aren't smuggling, it's just, the ones that are smuggling are going there, and it tends to be a better place to kind of get the dirt on what's going on in the trading world, even if you're not working in the black market, knowing what is on the black market and what's going on, what's coming in and out of the city is good information to know if you are a merchant. But it's more expensive than, say the spinning wheel on level 2, where most of
Gotcha.
the, poor trade caravans lodge while they're in the city.
Okay. Uh, I say we head on up to 3. We check in with the tavern there, the Orchid Parlor. Guy that runs it, word on the street. He knows about smuggling. He knows about what's coming in, what's coming out, even if it's maybe not totally legal. So he might have information on some mithril that got hit.
I think it's a good start. Yeah.
This is a tavern, you say?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well, I need breakfast, so let's go.
Yeah, that's true. We just did count that out.
Let us move.
The Orchid.
Okay. So you guys head up to the Orchid Parlor, and it is a somewhat cozy establishment. It's not an exceptionally large tavern. It's mainly maybe only twice as big as the house that you guys started squatting in. Well, I guess technically you have the paperwork. That's the
Yeah, we can squat and legally reside here.
Yeah,
it's the legal resident.
residence.
It's
Um, but
yeah.
you come in the front door, and half elf individual kind of gets in your way and says, "You have business here today?"
Yeah. Yeah. Hoping to dine in. We're a little famished from our travels this morning, and maybe we could have a word with the owner of the establishment while we're in today.
Do you have an appointment?
No. If we need to set up one, I think we certainly can facilitate that.
Yeah, and a Carrabba's.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Well, if
The owner will be around shortly.
if you don't have an arrangement already, then I doubt you're going to be able to make one by just wandering in. He looks behind him, and you see it's again kind of cozy. There's only 3 tables. He says, "If you want to have breakfast, you can have breakfast, but don't go bothering anyone to see the boss."
I want to have breakfast.
Yes.
Breakfast sounds nice.
Only 6 portions.
He steps aside and kind of gives you all a stern look, and probably at least Battleton and Orthog, you get the sense that this guy can handle himself.
Can he handle some poached eggs? Maybe some.
He's more of the bouncer doorman. He is not the fry cook.
So he's a little.
He cannot handle poached eggs. Got it.
Real men. Grapes.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around.
You guys head into the establishment. Take your seats around a table. There is, like I said, there's 3 tables here. One of the other tables does have 3 individuals already sitting there, drinking some coffee, eating a bread and cheese plate. Give me perception checks.
Ooh. Maybe that. Oh, I just don't do it all.
Yeah, totally. Better than mine.
20.
37.
10.
I
15.
can see the pipes.
I got a 19.
Okay. So Battleton and Victor, you notice
What number did Victor get?
20 something, right?
20 even.
I got
20 even.
37.
There's a DC.
I should be alone.
There's a DC.
I will not share a perception category with anyone. I was kidding. Go ahead.
You notice that one of the guys at the other table has a pretty fresh shiner.
Did you notice that? Or
And-
did your demon notice it? Sorry.
My demon's
And-
in a little pocket.
Battleton, you see on one of their at one of the individual's hips, there is a satchel attached to his belt, and embroidered on that satchel is Juwan.
Ah. Bingo. Bongo, bongo, bongo.
Let's talk to those guys.
Now, a 20 DC to notice that one of them had a black eye, indicating that they were recently in a fight.
37.
37, you read
Exactly
the
what it is.
embroidery on a pouch across the room.
Hell yeah. It says Crown Royal.
Keep in mind, the bouncer said, feel free to come in, just don't bother anybody. The first thing we're going to do is order breakfast and then walk over and be like,
He
"The nice shiner you got there."
said, don't bother anybody about talking to the boss.
That is true. Okay,
Yeah.
that is
Narjal is really great at selectively remembering what the rules are of an engagement.
I'm dialed in. I want to find any pocket. I assume we all order. We go around the table. I order a limoncello crepe, and the second the waiter is gone, I then stand up and go over to talk to the guy with the embroidered pouch.
Okay. I order the spring mushrooms.
Thanks.
I ordered 2 poached eggs on a mithril plate.
As your rat eyes dart around.
You all make these orders, and the waitress informs you that they serve rice dumplings, and they also have bread and cheese.
I left the table.
Take an order of, I'll take an order of each.
I said
On
limoncello.
plates, mithril.
Not a big. Just these 3 round tables with 6 chairs surrounding each one.
Anyways, I slide off my bar stool. And I head
Selective, huh?
over to the Dave and Buster's.
No. You're selective. You heard specific information and you
willfully.
disregarded a bunch of other information. He is making up his own reality.
We're at a Dave and Buster's.
Counter.
I'm gonna go talk to the hot chick by the Lord of the Rings pinball machine.
Dude, the mech games.
Fuck yes.
Cruising
I know she's
USA.
recently
You
divorced.
get to use a real steering wheel.
The
Anyway.
hot chick is the woman with the shiner.
Okay.
There's a dwarf that's got the pouch with the embroidery on it. And
Also hot, very hot.
the third individual, some sort of Farron. You're not sure if it's a dog man or maybe a cat man or
Okay.
yeah. Some of them can be a little difficult to nail down. Yeah. Victor is very radish in appearance, but some of Farron's can range from like a turtle standing on its hind legs to like Thundercats. It's like it pretty much looks like a human except for some pointy ears.
That is hot.
Yeah.
Leave that
Chitara
on the
is
table.
very
Necco. Wafers. You the only one? Yeah,
I know a neck.
it's a wonderful subgenre.
All right. So, Battleton, you said you're going over to the table, and I described the people who are sitting at the table.
I walk up to the one with the shiner, and they're sitting at a table.
So yeah, it's a human woman, black hair, dark eyes, Asian in appearance.
I start saying, "I'm sorry to bother you at your meal, but I noticed from across the bar that you had a fresh injury. My party and I deal primarily in security. We just finished a job with some leftover materials. I think this might help you." And I hold out my Cure Light Wounds potion, which I have not yet used. And I say, "Would you? You seem to be, judging by your appearance and your satchel here, I assume you're traders come to our city. So you probably deal with some level of danger fairly often."
She
Smooth.
People would think you're just floating, when in fact you're doing intel.
I'm doing the equivalent, like walking up and being like, "You know this iPod? Because a Killer Wounds potion is like a lot of money."
Yeah, she looks at you a little incredulously, takes the potion from your hand, opens it, smells it, puts it on the table in front of her, and she says, "I have a hard time believing anyone's this generous. Slightly less harm hard time believing anyone's that stupid.
I don't appreciate the attitude, but I haven't caught your name yet. My name, as I mentioned earlier, is Battle Time, and as I said earlier, I deal in security. This is my group over here, tucking into breakfast. I won't be overly coy. We are aware of your mithril shipment that was lost, and we are tasked with returning it. I would like to hear as much as possible about the events that transpired, so that we can return your shipment. I imagine completing a job is a better payout for you than losing your delivery.
Damn, dude, you came in hot with that.
I'm about it. I'm just saying, you better watch out.
She she like, gives you a long, hard look. You can tell that she's trying to study you and figure out what's going on with you. As she's doing that, big meaty hand reaches across the table and slams down on that potion, and the dwarven man pulls it over and shoves it in his pouch. And he said, "Good enough for me."
I give him a warm smile and a nod. I say, I like a man who deals direct. Your name?
My name's Peter.
Peter. Do you mind if I pull up a chair while we talk?
There's three of them at the table, and there's three empty chairs
At the table.
at the table.
Cool. I squat down a chair. Just awkward standing over someone when you're talking. Peter Brian? And I lay out my case. We are not really, we're not heroes. And I say, as in the background, they see a rat tearing into a potato. A man who just looks disgusting eating egg dumplings.
I look
disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. A menagerie. I say we're not really heroes. But we deal in securities, and I think we can be your heroes at this moment. So if we can talk brass tacks, it's my job to make sure that the mithril that was taken from you is returned. I would assume you would gain some benefit from that for completing your delivery, and gain some benefit from that, which is why I'm willing to give you a Cure Light Wounds potion at no small cost. So let's talk. Details, information would be helpful. Anything and everything helps us track down where this is.
The woman looks at Peter and gives him a bit of a cowing glance, and he just kind of shrugs at her. The Farron is sitting there, attentive, a little on edge, just kind of trying to figure out what's going on specifically, and where his comfort zone is here. And the woman says, "I'm May 1. We had just made it into the city. We were coming up the winding way, and about midway through second level, we were attacked by a group of masked thieves."
Yes.
And the Farron says, "Tang cats."
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. What are tan cats?
She says, "They're the masks that they were wearing were Tang cat masks."
It's like a cat mask is painted tan.
No, Tang. Tang.
Some kind of cat.
What the
Yeah.
astronauts drink.
White masks. Details were in red and black.
They're called Tang Cast.
It's a somewhat common mask style. They're
Oh,
a symbol of mischief,
yep.
trickery.
Ba-da-ba.
Uh-huh.
That's recognizable. Is that what you're thinking?
Okay, got it.
Trevor, share with the group.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
share what I just found.
So yeah, they were all wearing Tang cat masks that were painted with like that white and black, white and stripes.
Yeah. Side note, in case you guys are interested, look up Tang Cat Waitress. Really good.
I will do that.
Do we need to be an incognito mode?
Not safe for work.
It's like the Chinese version of Dick's Last Resort.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I also should not on the work machine. Okay.
No, it's a restaurant. Dick's Last Resort is a restaurant chain where the wait staff abuse you.
Oh, that's okay.
They make you wear the goofy hats and they write shit on it.
Great time.
We're all wearing Tang cat masks. It happened halfway up the winding way on level 2.
You just sent that to me and Aaron.
Oh wow, we're not in the cool group chat.
Ooh.
All right, that's
No, we're talking about whether or not to order pizza. My bad.
Yeah, that chat is just
yeah.
what are we gonna eat for D&D night?
sure.
And then we talk about the rest of you behind your back.
Yeah.
Naturally, yeah.
They smell bad over Zoom. We should. So I'm still there. They're wearing Tang cat masks. I asked how many did they see? What kinds of weapons did they use? Any identifiable markings or features to any of them?
So you say about how many, and all 3 of them answer at the same time. The Farron says 5, the dwarf says 3, and the human says 4.
Okay.
And then they all look at each other angrily. Well, actually, the human and the dwarf look at the other 2 angrily, and the Farron looks guilty. Or, sheepish.
What number did the ferret say?
Farron said 5.
Okay.
You just get the impression that the more dominant personalities in this trio are the dwarf and the human.
100%. So I figured whoever's saying probably embarrassed.
Well, I mean, yeah,
They're asking.
they're all giving nasty looks to both of the other 2 people who are saying, different numbers than them. Norman says, yeah, they were wearing the Tang cat masks, black and red clothing. They had swords, but they also, she points at her eye, know how to throw a punch. The bigger question, at least the one we have, is that no one was supposed to know that we were bringing this stuff in. That's, it was just the 3 of us. It was a small shipment. That particular kind of metal doesn't weigh a lot. So it's easier to transport. Very expensive, so you don't make a big deal out of it. You have a mercenary team following the traders along, just makes it look like it's more expensive. So this was a fly under the radar sort of situation.
Who did know? What was in the shipment?
Well,
What was his name? Dashdor or something?
Yeah.
He knew, the gate guards knew when we showed them our paperwork, but I mean, there's some, this kind of stuff needs to get cleared before it enters the city. So I'm sure someone up the chain, customs master or one of uh her underlings is probably aware of it. But I mean, random street thugs should not have known.
Yeah.
And when they mugged us, one of them said they want the metal. So they knew exactly what we had.
Really? Wonder how long after.
Are we, Dan, are we able to hear them talking or not from our table?
At this point, I've
well,
been over like 5 minutes or so.
You're just flirting with the cat.
But
I would
said,
say, some of the conversation was audible from the other table, but when she was talking about the mithril, she was talking in hushed tones. That was not something that she wanted everybody in the tavern to hear. So you might have heard, you probably heard how many people were in the mugging. You heard about the Tang Cat masks, but when she was talking about the mithril, you didn't hear that.
Orthog would to go over to Balaton and bend down and whisper in his ear, "Why didn't they kill them?" I guess what I'm saying is, why didn't they kill them if there's only a certain amount of people that know? Are they in with the group?
Yeah, I know. I can't reply because they're right there.
Ask the question.
I think Flick kind of follows Orthog over and hops up into one of the empty chairs.
Oh God!
And hello.
Still scares me.
Seems to be some discourse on how many assailants. Understand things happen fast, and maybe you didn't get a good look at any particular individual, but were any of them smaller in stature, halflings, perhaps?
These are my associates, the Obsidian Flicker and Orthog.
The dwarf says, I didn't. One or two of them looked a little slight, waifish. But I didn't see any. None of them were shorter than me. All of them were taller than me. And then he looks over at the Farron, who, nods in response.
How much time passed between you entering the city and your being mugged, would you say?
Well, we were in customs for about half an hour. And then came in. We got a quick drink at the Rusty Nail and then started coming up to the Orchid Parlor. So hour and a half tops.
Any chance you spoke of your cargo while you were dining at the Nail?
The woman and the dwarf just look insulted. And the woman in particular stares daggers at you for that question.
She's a professional.
The dwarf says, we're not that stupid.
Where did you start from? What city did you leave from to transit this goods to us? That also might be the information that's useful.
Well, to be straight with you, we can't really tell you that specifically. it could tip the hand to who our suppliers are, where you can come by the goods, and it's a controlled substance
Sure.
in the empire.
That's fair.
We were coming from Fake Gongyang, the steppes.
And then I don't want to take too much more of your time, so I'll leave it at this question. And Flick and Orthark, if they have any can add on. What was your agreed upon payout for delivering? What is your compensation that you have not? And what would be your compensation if we were able to return these goods and you were able to finish your delivery?
She says, we are, we're the deliverers. We didn't, we're not privy to the cost of the goods or, the exchange in that. We were hired to deliver. We are not the sellers.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. I'm asking you didn't.
Right, but
So
you
did
did
you-
ask about the transaction of purchasing. That was the first thing that you asked. So she answered that first.
What I'm asking is, what did you get paid for delivering? What did you now get paid that you did not deliver?
She seems hesitant to share details about compensation. Can you give me a diplomacy check?
Sure. Explode. 6. Okay. 9. 9. Wait, no, I'm sorry. 13.
13. Okay. She says, we're getting paid enough to make it worth the trip, or we were going to get paid enough to make it worth the trip. We got half up front, and the half we were going to get upon delivery, we're not going to get. And there is no if we could make it happen, because we didn't make it happen. The recipient knows that the goods were stolen.
Sure.
So
if I return the goods, your employer essentially is making a delivery at half the cost with some damage to their reputation. Or I'm sorry, the receiver is getting the delivery at half the cost and you're getting damage to your reputation.
I thought you were working for.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's no world where you recoup your losses.
Not at this point.
Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to see, because if we could return them to you and you could complete your delivery, that would be a great option. But we can't. That's all the questions I have. But Flick is a wonderful singer, and Orthog is just a dream to look at over a meal. So I'll leave you guys to it. And I go back to my table, and in the distance you can hear me go, fucking woman job. Is there anything that they don't
Now that my partner has pointed out your injury sustained, is it were your partners here more fortunate than yourself? Is anyone else injured in this encounter? I myself, it might be hard to believe, can perform minor acts of curation. If you need my services.
The dwarf says the wounds were all superficial. They didn't seem to be interested in, drawing blood or causing irreparable harm. We have a few bumps and bruises, but another night of rest and we'll be fine.
That's most fortunate. Where are you guys staying in our fine city?
The dwarf just kind of like looks around the room of the tavern that you're in.
Oh, is this an inn as well? I wasn't. Okay, fair enough. Silly question, I know. Just wanted to make sure. How long you guys plan on sticking around?
Day or two. We're gonna see if we can find anything that needs to be moved back to the steps. Or we
Okay.
might just end up heading back home with our tails tucked between our legs.
Well,
And then
if
the dwarf looks over at the fair and he says, I'm sorry.
would you be interested in an update if we were to find this missing shipment? Be happy to come by and share news if you're wanting to be aware of the situation as it progresses.
The dwarf looks at the human woman and she just like shakes her head and dwarf says, we don't care.
Okay. Well, I feel I've overstayed my welcome. I'll get back to my dumplings.
I too will go. I'm sorry for your failures.
Oh, good. Love that.
You guys leave the table, and as you do, the Farron grabs Orthog by the forearm and says, I don't know if it'll help. And the other two, you know, couldn't smell it, but they smelled like shit.
Ah, thank you for this knowledge. I shall pass it on.
I mean, I don't know if it'll help, you know, but it's something that I noticed.
Thank you.
Once I sat back down, I started relaying the information I had heard from you, from them to you and the good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco.
The rice dumplings are really good, and the ginger sauce
Ooh,
it comes on side.
okay.
It's pretty nice. There's also like a katsu sauce and like a soy sauce, but the ginger sauce is what really shines.
The ginger sauce makes me happy. It is hitting that brightness spot I wanted from the limoncello. As Orthog and Flick get back, I am starting to propose going to level 9 to find out more information. But Orthog, if you want to chime in your information, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I definitely let the group know, I was told that the people that jumped them smelled of manure.
You can't say shit.
I can say it if I like.
Say it. I don't believe you. Say it.
Smelled of shit.
You cussed are going to hell.
You come back and they're all gone. And I drink ginger sauce. And you sit down and I embarrassingly put the saucer down and my eyes are just watering. And you tell me what's going on. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's like freaking eating like food. They smelled like shit, like feces.
Yes, the cat, fox, dog told me.
Mm.
There's something real about it too,
you're
huh?
a turtle.
That although the others might not have picked up on it, that there was a scent of shit on the bandits.
I immediately look to you. You're our group shit expert.
I look at Ortug and I go, Ortug, what kind of shit? And then I go, never mind. And I just approach the Farron.
Yeah.
And just don't introduce myself or anything. Just stand uncomfortably close. And there's just like ginger sauce in my beard. And I go, what kind of shit?
The Farron like like sewage, like I don't know, not manure, not like like animal, like you know, uh, like shit, like humanoid shit. You know?
I turn back around and roll a knowledge nature. Not very good. 16.
16.
The nature of human shit.
Yeah. Well, you know that humanoids, most animals that you would tend to run into are herbivores.
Yeah.
So their manure has this like a more earthy smell to it, but then humanoids eat a wider variety of foods, including meat, and their shit tends to have like a more rotten,
Yeah.
nasty smell to it. Um, and that's the gist that you were getting from what the Farron was saying.
That's the shit.
And yeah, I mean, you're fairly familiar with different kinds of sewage that you can procure in the city.
Yeah.
Most of it is humanoid and has that foul smell.
Okay.
And there's some effort you have to make sure that because it's not as good as like manure or herbivore.
Yeah, it needs to be at least a year removed from soil addition to be food safe.
So
Black gold. Composting toilets.
Night soil.
Narjal, the hockeyologist.
I come back and I say human shit. Sewage.
To the drains.
That shit. I don't fucking know, man. Like shit. You're right. Human shit. So do we think that they use a sewer access or that they like hang out in a sewer? Is there a sewer hangout? And I look
Sewage
at
level?
I'll also say
Yeah.
for you in your nature check that the Farron noticed it and the human and the dwarf didn't
Very
probably
good-
means
good
that it was
sense of
pretty faint,
Yeah.
left out of a sewer.
So like yeah, they didn't crawl out of a sewer pipe, but they might have been around, in the vicinity.
They
But if it
should.
was homogenous, like, oh yeah, they all smelled like fucking sewage. That says something. So I would faint. And I relay that too. It's like, oh, it's probably faint.
Is there a central sewage district?
Yeah, is there a where's
Well,
all,
we were just on, wasn't there? Like, sorry, go ahead, Glenn.
no, I was where does all the sewage flow? Where is there
The Narjal's farm.
Where does all this sewage
You left it from your farm.
My farm is not full of shit. It's very
I'm in a shit?
Narjal's the enemy.
it's that type of fertilizer. It's to grow very, very, very specific mushrooms. Medicinal, not edible.
Well, the same shit.
It's a special part of the garden.
But you know shit. So you know where to acquire shit, and it sounds like occasionally you do procure human shit.
Yes, I have.
Where should we start to find? Are there areas that people hang out in, like shit town, like large cavernous metropolitan sewer?
Does it make sense that this would be a fertilizer dealer, or does that not sound right? Because if it's fertilizer shit, it's not going to smell like raw sewage.
But you just said you use like human poop. So I'm saying like
Yeah,
you got a
but
human
fertilizer
poop guy.
grade. It's fermented and aged.
I know your profession is essayer, but just like give me your profession.
Yes.
Because this
You gotta weigh poop.
Okay. It's just going to be the exact same roll, but a little bit swapped around. Roll a 7 and adding an 8 instead of rolling an 8 and adding a 7. So 15. Okay. We said 16 last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
So as with the rest of the universe, shit rolls downhill.
yep.
So yes, there are sewage management in the second and sub basement and below. There's a cistern on either end of the city, in the oblong shape of it. At either end, there's a cistern that collects the waste, and it is processed and through slow drainage, it is seeped into the surrounding area that is not mine caverns. And the gutter plague makes up many of the workers for this for the sewage department, but they're not the owners or controllers of it.
Okay.
But in the past, several times when you've gone to buy an amount of waste,
Fertilizer grade. Yeah.
you've had to speak to a rat folk from the gutter plague for that transaction. The first time that you did it, you had to speak with a bureaucrat that was a human. But now they know you and it's a thing, and so it's kind of been handed off to someone who time isn't as valuable
I love
to
that.
deal with you.
All right, so it's a clarifier with a series of reactors, open reactors and detention beds.
Yeah.
So
Not nearly as advanced as wastewater treatment plant at the brewery.
Yeah.
It's cisterns and drainage pipes. And
It's a guy with a long stick and a hunchback.
Just
okay,
pushing
I
it
mean, we
on
can-
down.
so
I
relay
described
that.
several of the gutter plague. Yes.
I relay that. I'm not sure that that's particularly valuable, but I relay that and say oh yeah, if we want, someone who smells like sewage, there are people who run those plants, and I tell you where they are.
Well, you're near those cisterns, in that vicinity of the city, from sublevel 3, 4, and 5. Everything in that area has the faint smell of shit.
Aren't I from sub-level 3?
Yeah.
What was that?
I think that's a good start. That's probably that area. But then our next move is just to roll down there.
Yeah, we don't have any. That's not a lead.
So I think it is a lead, but I think we need more. I think we need to go to level 9 and pursue the minor thugs at this point, because I think other mugging people are going to know.
Yeah.
Oh, the gang that smells like shit. Yeah, I know them.
We can rough them up. Yeah, I'm into that.
What do you guys think?
Well, while you guys were talking about shit, I'm mixing all the sauces together, trying to make the perfect sauce for these rice dumplings.
That's a hurricane. Don't do that. You'll die.
A shit hurricane.
If this is dying, I don't want to be living, baby.
Damn. Damn. You forget you got family. You're just letting someone the edge out here.
No, that mix that's not good.
I don't admit it. I do not admit it.
Tastes like stomach bile. Yeah, I think we roll up to level 9
Let's roll.
and we try to close this bounty and then leverage that towards this goal.
I'm gonna go contribute to the biome of the cistern, but I will be right back.
I agree. I agree on the level 9. Continue our investigations.
Yeah, all I got is we're looking. I need to bring in Ma Feng. I need to bring in Jin Kian. There was the Black Claw gang. They work for Liu Qing. That's what I was a little clear, Dan. Liu Qing, a wanted thug that belongs to Black Claw gang criminals, including Ma Feng and Jin Qian. I have a bounty on Ma Feng and needs to be turned in, but getting in and out of the Black Claw hideout is not a one-man job. Ma Feng and Jin Qian participated in a mugging that resulted in a person's death. They both wanted dead or alive at 50 gold pieces each. have taken the bounty on Ma, and they have 3 weeks to deliver.
Yeah, so Lu Ching is the leader of the Black Claw gang. Um, and from what you have gathered, and yeah, have the bounty on Ma Feng and Jin Kion, and you're just I don't think you know exactly where the hideout is. And but you are aware that there's, if you did find it, you're probably wouldn't have been a viable operation for you to take on solo.
Yeah.
But there would be at least a handful of gang members there. And getting in and out with one of them is going to be borderline impossible.
Yeah. So maybe the move-in is rolling up. Oh, hey, Olive. Rolling up to the White Serpent and putting out feelers for either the Tang cats and or Black Claws. Cats have
Bottleton, one thing about going to the White Serpent,
yeah.
I know those cats hang out there. We just had breakfast. Like, I don't know if those cats are like day drinking at the White Serpent. Like maybe somebody
Right.
that's there knows them, but like if we spend our day maybe in Shittsville, USA, and then head up in the evening, we might actually just catch them at the bar.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Sidian, give me another knowledge local check.
Not as good. 15.
You know about the Black Claw gang. Like, they've been around. They have a name for themselves. There's probably at least half dozen gangs in the city that you're aware of. And I mean the Black Claw gang, that's just they're called the Black Claw gang. You're not even aware if they like use claw weapons or anything like that. Like they don't all wear matching jackets with a big black claw on it. They're just the name of their gang. You have never heard of Tang Cats. And you would think that with these, with like the masks and like matching outfits and stuff, if they were a serious presence in the city, you would have heard of them. But this is the first time you've heard of them.
Okay. These masks, the matching outfits, the gangs that I know don't roll like that. So part of me wonders, are the merchants we've left, right? Like we can talk openly. I'm not gonna like piss them off if they're just like within earshot of me.
Yeah, they finished
assuming.
their breakfast while you guys are chatting and went back to their room.
Okay. That piece of their story gives me pause. Real gangs doing real shit aren't playing dress up. So maybe that just means it's not the Black Claws, but maybe it means something else too. That's something I don't have a good feel for.
Yeah, I think the two possibilities, one which I think you're driving at is the merchants have some knowledge and involvement However, they're for lack of a better term, uh, heavy disdain for any insult to their ability to function as merchants. Makes me doubt that. And if I had to then think what would people wear a mask for, it would be because they know who they're stealing from, ultimately, right? They know they're stealing from the vault keeper. So, the Black Claws don't want to fuck with the vault keeper.
Well, I don't think that they would be readily available to that knowledge, which leads me to think there could be an inside influence, which I guess that's already apparent.
It
Say
could
it.
be, yeah.
Say
Could
it.
be.
You think there's a rat, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
you can say it.
Doc, are you okay?
You think there's a rat.
You've been a little on edge since
He's
yesterday's
giving you
event.
a pass, man.
I'm not using the R word.
Did you have a couple drinks, good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco, over breakfast?
The breakfast cocktails come strong.
Like Dr. Sardis.
The Wounded Lotus, what was it called? The Orchid.
Yeah,
The-
Blue Orchid.
the
You're really
staggering
forgetting.
The Orchid Parlor.
Ah,
What was it called? The Wounded Flower with a drinking problem?
Oh, did you order the soft pedal or a silent note?
I said make me one with everything.
Guys, you can't do hurricanes.
Ooh, put the sauce I made in there.
You won't eat it, you won't.
But yeah, I guess all this to say, Bottleton, I think fortune isn't on our side to where this problem fixes our other problem.
Oh.
As far as order of operations, what do we want to tackle first? I really will leave that up to the rest of the group.
Well, I think it makes sense about timing. So we could go down to the sub levels associated with the sewer district and see what we find down there during the daylight. But yeah, I just don't know what we do down there other than just wander around and look for things that are suspicious.
Well, I would have loved to have got a meeting with the owner of this establishment, but it does seem like acquiring one requires a little bit more than walking in. So, um, actually, I'll be right back.
Leave a note.
And I'm gonna approach the bouncer as we're kind of getting ready to leave. Doorman, what have you. I'm just gonna level with the guy. So,
Oh,
we've been tasked with acquiring something that went missing. I know I've heard the owner of this establishment has a good ear on the comings and goings of the city. Package came in and was promptly taken. Um, I would love to sit down and talk if you think your owner might have any kind of information available. But also lovely meal. Love the place. We'll definitely be back.
No, we were leaving and he's doubling back to talk. Okay.
He gives you a thoughtful look and says, "Listen, the boss doesn't want to talk to anybody unless it's in his best interest. And right now, all I'm hearing is what you can get out of the deal and not what he can get out of the deal."
There could be a financial motivation for your boss, certainly.
Yeah, anyone can flash a little coin. He wants to know if you've got skin in the game.
I believe we do, and I
Oh.
believe we're a capable bunch.
I don't think you understand me. If you can bring him something that you shouldn't have, he might be interested. Do you understand?
I believe so.
Otherwise, we're just going to get too many tourists in here.
Understood.
Why don't you give me a sense motive check, just so I can double check your understanding.
Oh fuck! Rolled a 3. Um, that's a 12.
I mean, the subtext on this one wasn't extremely difficult. He's saying if you want to meet with the smuggler, bring illegal goods.
Yeah, you need something to smuggle, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of people who are going to want to give, be like, oh, hey, I'll give you $100 if I can talk to you, and then that conversation is basically entrapment for him. So he needs to know that you are willing to entrap yourself, or he's willing to deal with you on that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's about something. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right.
You let it Flick, do you let us know this?
I don't tell you that now.
Be a good way to give up.
I don't need your holier than thou stuff on me right now, Warthog, okay?
Okay.
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 When I do feel that I have enough moment to quietly let Bottle Ton know that, though, I will pass that information along.
Oh, he's on him.
Warthog, there's some things that this I don't want this ugly, cruel world to strip away your innocence. Okay.
You know nothing of cruel in this world.
The 8 foot tall turtle talking to a 3 foot tall shadow creature. Having this intense discussion, it's just going to end with the shadow creature going, well, uppies.
Anyways,
Bring the actor.
Our general plan right now is to go to the sewage levels because rolling up to a bar at like 10 a.m. is going to be ineffectual.
Yeah.
That's the play.
Okay, we're not going to 9.
Well, yeah, Jake made a good point. No one's gonna. You want to go to a bar full of thugs?
Oh, yeah,
and
it's a
mercenaries,
bar.
yeah. You're probably gonna get a better
Ooh, hoop spot. Hoop spot.
Hooptown USA.
so Bottleton, a word when you have a moment.
Yeah, I put you on my shoulders like you're my child, and I think back and walk a little slower. People in the crowd stop and stare at what has happened.
We can
Mhm.
get to the owner of the orchid,
Yes.
but we got to have something worth his while. And even still, then he might not know. But if someone is trying to get the object of our quest here back out of the city, he could be the go through. So it might be worth our while to find something worth his interest. That would involve probably doing something certain members of our party would feel uncomfortable about.
So essentially, he wants us to bring him contraband
Bingo, bango, bongo.
to have leverage over us.
Well, think of it as a mutual leveraging.
Sure, right. But he's like, oh yeah, you stole that thing. I know that. I have it.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, it's also just straight up sounds like this guy's not on the up and up. So I wonder if the merchants fucked up by staying in his establishment.
They probably didn't do a very good job and professional job like they think they did, but I will digress on that point.
Yeah, they didn't read the Yelp reviews.
And also, they were just
Um,
mean to me, and that hurt my feelings. Anyways,
Yeah, well, their egos are bruised. What can you do?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Well, how'd you
not. Whoa, hey, get out of here! Earmuffs.
Shoot.
I'm just like
Shoo, fungus man.
sauce in the beard.
Yeah, you gotta kill that thing. I killed mine 40 years ago. So we should steal something? Is that what you're saying?
It's an option.
I don't really steal things, but I can think about a way to get something that might get us in the door with them.
Here's one thing that comes to mind. You have something in your belt right now that would probably get us into the meeting. Probably wouldn't get us out of the meeting, though, without burning a few bridges that we just built.
Yeah. I hold on a second. And I asked Pender, like, so Pender, hypothetically, if I use you as leverage to get into a meeting with the guy by showing him that I have a demon sword, would you then make a deal with that guy to be his demon sword, or would you stay my demon sword?
Very good answer. Very good question there. Very good. Yeah.
This is having my mind. Get out of my life.
He says, you'd have to relinquish me
Right.
for me to take a new master.
And I have no intention
But-
of doing so.
I will also say, I think both Battleton and Sidian would understand that stolen goods is not contraband.
Oh, he wants something that's literally illegal.
Yeah. So, and the two of you would know, like, either like drugs
Yeah.
or orichalcum.
Yes.
Oh shit. I mean, everything's probably related, right? This whole like orichalcum thief.
Like, he's not a fence; he's a smuggler.
I was putting a lot of faith in demon swords being kind of classified as contraband there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely people who would think that that's
Oh,
bad, but
just
He might be like, I'm not fucking with that. Please leave my
he's getting the sword. Sword's like, I don't do drugs.
No, the dude's like, I was asking for fucking.
listen,
How's that
stick me
for
through
something?
someone's eye socket, that's fine. But pot, that's a step too far.
This is your brain on sword.
And I deal drugs. I don't want that weird deal.
Yeah, dude. That's,
And the
he's
sword's
gonna be
just
like,
I don't do
okay,
drugs."
we're on a different level. You guys need to leave.
With that said, though, if we do find the Black Claws, they've probably got contraband. We could relieve them of.
That, yeah, 100% we can find contraband. And then also we have a doctor who I assume, based on everything I've heard from a good Reverend Dr. Victor P. Flacco, he's a very like Victorian era doctor. So medicine, contraband, blurry line.
Yeah, absolutely.
I assume there's things in his store that are not.
The original recipe.
You've got ghosts in your blood. Do cocaine about it.
Yeah, we need to put cocaine in that leech and put it on your back.
The leech? No, he'll be fine.
So you're fine,
I
and you will
I-
pass that night test.
Okay, yeah, you guys would also, and I guess Victor would actually probably know this. Most drugs are not illegal in the city, but Meng is. And Meng is basically opium.
My best Mang.
Opium or orichalcum. And I don't think the vault keeper is just gonna give us orichalcum to give to a smuggler.
He might give us opium, though.
Didn't bat out.
Yeah, I
that.
mean, what you call it? Victor has hashish and cocaine, at his in his establishment, and those are fine.
But we
But
can't go there.
yeah, there was a heavy mang addiction in the city a while back, and it caused a lot of problems. Yeah, when half the city is just like high on heroin. Doesn't It's not conducive to anything. Cocaine ups productivity.
Oh yeah.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, old Sherlock Holmes, very high on opioids.
This guy only deals in weight. Come on, you guys. He's not trying to nickel and dime
Bring
these
him like
street hits. All right.
Hey, we've established we're pretty hardcore.
So I guess
Uh,
I hate to keep waffling here, but maybe the Black Claw is the way to go. I surely to God, a gang has some contraband.
So maybe roll up to the White Serpent, then post up. In like 7 hours. Yeah, it's a bar. The people who hang out at a bar at midday are usually there for 7 hours anyways. That's fair.
I mean, city, like White Serpent doesn't open until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
if you want to ride, don't ride the White Serpent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I guess we can just go kick it in the sub levels for a little bit. Maybe something comes up. If not, we've killed enough time to go to the White Serpent.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go to sub levels, dick around, then we'll go to the White Serpent when they're open.
Okay. What do you guys mean by dick around?
I don't fucking know, man.
Go.
Just go walk
We
around.
can go to my fertilizer supplier and ask them if there's any like if this is like a group of people that haven't been at work lately.
Just follow your nose.
Oh, the cat workers.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go down there.
Yeah.
Lead the way, Narjal.
Let's go to your cool.
Let's go to let's go to one of the cisterns to the guy that I know supplies fertilizer grade humanoid feces. Gardeners.
So
The shit.
you guys head down that way, and you get like a half a block from the cistern, and the smell of the cistern is pretty pretty obvious, pretty overpowering. Victor, you know that the gutter plague lives down here, somewhere in the near vicinity. And when you in particular, this is rough. You are not acclimated to this smell, and you do have, rodent senses. This is extremely unpleasant. Worse than even Narjal's house.
My house was fine. Everyone enjoyed my house.
But you guys head to the cistern one that's on like the southwestern side of the city.
In sub level 2, sub level 3.
Sub level 3.
Okay.
Yeah, western side of the city. And Narshal, you flag down one of the cistern workers and request they go fetch Shoping,
Okay.
who is your contact. Couple minutes passed, and a familiar rat folk individual comes hobbling up to you. He does have a very visible limp, and Victor, you can see that his left leg is significantly smaller and less well formed than his right. But he does hobble along at a decent mobility, despite the disability. And he says, Arjal, you're really early.
Yeah, totally, totally. I'm here for a different reason. If you might have a second to speak with me and my friends.
Yeah, let's go talk about your next shipment.
Okay.
And he kind of shovels you off to the side, takes you into a storeroom, out of earshot, and there's a bunch of crates in here with different chemicals and bales of hay and other things that I think for some usage to manage the sewage in a way. He says, what do you need?
I don't mean to pry, but we were wondering if there's been any strange activity around here, or maybe people not showing up to work, or any sort of strange chumminess, or anything that might anybody acting out of the ordinary. We're investigating a crime.
I everyone comes to work for the most part, and I don't know what that's pretty broad.
Yeah, I'm not a good questioner. Do you feel comfortable talking to one of these weirdos?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna step away from you now.
Did you come to talk to someone weirder than me? Goodbye now.
And the rat folk kind of looks at the other four of you.
I make no introductions.
I have no interest in part of this guy.
Have you noticed any gang adjacent activity in the near area?
Gang?
Yeah, some weird cats running around with some masks on or something like that. Maybe prowling around, just a general sense of uneasiness or anything like that.
You been okay, man?
Hey, I work at a cesspool.
Yeah,
We all.
we smell it. Yeah, for sure.
We don't get. There's nothing here to steal. I don't know why gangs would be interested.
Well, not saying that they would be performing acts of uh, criminal activity here, but maybe they hole up here, around here. Is there anywhere you've noticed, people coming and going that might have previously been abandoned, or anything kind of in that line?
Or is there an entrance in and out of the city through here?
I mean, the bottom of the cistern has a pipe that leads into the soil outside the monolith wall, but
The forbidden swim.
I'm pretty sure anybody who tried to take that would die. If not from the sewage, the pressure. probably kill you. And he lifts up his gimpy leg and kind of wiggles a little bit. He's like, I don't get around much.
I audibly go, ew.
I don't know if I'm the best person to ask. I damn near basically live here, so.
I do apologize for bothering you. It was a far cry. There's some new friends that I met. I've tried to branch out, and this is what I found.
He pats you on the shoulder a little, like tentatively, and says, "Good,
Yeah, I know,
good
right?
for you."
Yeah.
Would there, before we leave you to your own shit,
That's not
Would there-
my shit.
well, to what
It's probably your shit.
Roasted.
could be. Is there anyone that you would have in mind that for us to talk to?
I would, there's a younger fella who works here. His name's Lo Yang. He's kind of
So you said Lo Yang? You said Lil Yang. Sorry. Sorry. That was dumb of me to think.
He's the dreamer. He's the one who wants to like get out of here and go do bigger things, and he's always kind of like, I don't know, he's trying to find an adventure or something.
No, we're gonna fuck this kid life.
So he's way more into, gossip and conspiracy theories, and
Okay.
All right.
so if you want to hear some weird shit, yeah, I'd say go talk to Lo Yang.
Okay.
I do. I guess I do have one more question about the exit drain. Did you ever flush that, or is it ever empty?
Yeah.
Is there like a weekly cleaning of this pipe or monthly, or any time it's empty?
Is there a big lever you pull and it makes like a whoosh noise? Standard questions.
No, it's a it drains osmotically into the soil outside the city. So it's a very slow. I mean,
Deceptive.
engineers probably a couple hundred years before my time figured out how, what the diameter needed to be and, what the pressure and everything so that we kind of maintain a stasis point. And we're, every once in a while, if there's a really hard rain, the cisterns have to overflow, and then we have to use some release valves to, well, you've seen in front of your house.
That's interesting because I heard that it goes into a pipe, a very large pipe. The pipe increasingly becomes smaller and smaller diameter until there's just a thin stream of shit and piss shooting out the side of the building, and it slices enemies in half because they can't see it. They walk right through it, just cuts it in half. That's what I heard, but I've not heard that from Lo Yang.
So you have met Lo Yang.
Little Yang and
There's a guy at the bar talking about hydraulic piss pressure shooting out of the sides of the building.
Or it'll cut you in half. It's just so thin you can't even see it.
So that you gotta go with the 2x4. I'll just cut you clean it out.
We check for leaks with a broom.
God damn it.
That'll be the best defense system of a city ever. Just millions of pounds of shit and piss shooting out.
I just love the idea of like, hey, the guy who comes and buys human shit from us sometimes? he made some friends and they want to talk to somebody about crime.
I've got a good
That would be the kind of Not dissimilar thing you would hear working at the LC though.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you know that guy that just drops off fruit sometimes? Well, he's got friends now, and they need bicycle tires.
They're asking they have a bicycle tire. It's got a hole in it. Ross, could you fix their bicycle tire?
You know, the weird guy who comes in here that we don't like already. There's more of him now.
Oh shit. We really know how to play this game, boys. We don't get a lot done, but we have a good time doing it.
Dude, I've been working for the last week in a waste treatment facility. I come to D&D.
You're doing fancy
And-
wastewater treatment.
Yeah.
Skibbity Trevor.
Gibbity Trevor.
Lil Yang and the Wayside Boys.
Oh shit, great group name. Oh my gosh, that's it. Lil Yang and the Wayside Boys.
Oh,
Amazing.
that's great.
I just texted my coworker. I said, at D&D right now, we are at the city's waste treatment facility. He just texted, nah.
Nah. Are you
Nah.
for real?
Yeah, we're playing the game at the wastewater facility.
Well,
Woof.
Okay, so I think we can agree this isn't working.
No.
uh-huh. We're
Yeah.
just
It was nice to see Posh, though.
yeah, he's a good dude.
My guy.
We can go talk to Lil Yang. I think we kind of got to at this point.
We're vested. We got to meet this cat.
Yeah,
You just got, what's up? What's up?
It's your boy, Lil Yang.
Lil Yang.
You know, you can
Yeah.
tell how thick the city is by just smelling the shit. You just smear it on the walls.
Yeah.
Shit barometer.
Anyways, here's my mixtape.
Tells what shit pressure is building up.
Check out my SoundCloud.
I don't know, it came down the pipe. We talked about Yang, and then I think we just go to the White Serpent and just
I
start.
guess.
I think that's appropriate.
We just start fighting people.
I need to
Make
shower
sure it is.
first. I don't know if they'll let us in.
Oh, it'll wear off in the
Oh
travel.
yeah, absolutely.
We got to climb like 12 flats of huge stairs. We're gonna be so sweaty.
I don't care if we do it as like it's not a one-man job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, two now.
Yeah.
We just roll there.
Maybe.
I think it's just fine.
We're level 2 now. That's one more than where we started.
I don't know what you got.
Well, Yang.
Lil Yang.
Little Yang, bro.
All right, we're gonna go talk to Lo Yang.
Okay.
Lil Yang.
If he doesn't greet us in a shadow speech rap, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Okay, so Chopin takes you. Actually, he says, you know, why don't you guys just wait here? I'll send him over.
That sounds great.
So you're hanging out in this storage room, and about 15 minutes pass. Everyone give me perception checks.
Colin says we should avoid the brown eye of Sauron.
It's amazing.
First nat one of the night, baby.
Wow.
Far
17.
behind. 4.
15.
So this dice I'll never use again.
I'll say 12.
Well,
I'm overwhelmed by the olfactory
one.
presence here.
Orthog, you got something awful?
I got a 4.
Okay. Victor?
15.
15. Okay. So Narjal and Victor, you are the first to notice, like just outside the door, you see the end of a nose and like some whiskers, and like faintly you hear someone psst, psst, like trying to draw your attention. And like once you finally clock it, you're like, I've been hearing that hissing noise for like the last 5 minutes.
Huh. Okay. I just kind of slide. I go like, what are you guys? Kind of sidle over to this door, peek my head in. I go, what?
What?
You talking to me?
Uh,
2d8 stabbing damage. Yeah.
uh, the the young rat folk on the other side says, Chopin said, you need to talk to me about something.
Oh. Is it okay if I bring my friends in here?
Like you're in, he's out. He's outside of the storage room. You're in the storage room.
Oh,
He like
would you like
sidled
to
up
come-
next to the door. He's like,
Would you like to come inside?
is everyone in there cool?
Absolutely. I just open the door.
Says the
And I
guy
go, this is Lil Yang.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
29. Yeah, I'm in my fucking zone, right? Well, one of my zones.
He rolled a 2 on
Okay.
his sense motive, and then you add his sense motive modifier, and now it's a 1.
Much like I was supposed to have a 30.
So he says, all right, cool. And he slides into the room. So what do you want to know?
Flick, I'm gonna let you take it from here.
Oh,
If you'll
thank you so much, Narjal. Can I call you Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang, we just wanted to know.
It's Mr. Lowe.
Oh, apologies, Mr. Lowe. Have
You can call me Yang, it's fine.
We're off to a great start. I'm Flick. This is the rest of them. And we're just wondering, have you seen anything odd around? Maybe some coworkers aren't showing up to work, or you've seen a gang roaming around. You know, anything kind of unusual you think that might warrant our attention.
While you're asking him, he's like sidling up over next to Victor, who's the only other rat folk in the room. He gets a little uncomfortably close to you, Victor. And then he realizes that he's uncomfortably close, and he takes a couple steps away. And that seems to distract him from Sidian's question. Sidian, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Here we go. Oh, this tower is towering on me right now. I just rolled a 2. That's a 10.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, he gets a little bit distracted of like trying to find a comfortable spot next to Victor and then making himself uncomfortable. And then he turns his attention back towards you, like kind of snapping out of that distraction. And he says, are you talking about the Nokiri assassins?
Whoa.
Maybe?
Says they're disguised as a theater troupe, but I know why they're here.
If I hear him say that, I go, are they wearing cat masks?
No, Kabuki, man.
That starts. I'm gonna step in. I
Okay.
have some experience just really letting crazy people go for it.
Mhm.
I lean forward, I take a knee down to the little rat folk guy's level. I just say, I have heard. Go on.
Well, I mean, normally after work, I kind of, patrol the area, keep an eye out. You know, uh, the plague kind of depends on me to make sure everything's on the up and up in the immediate area. That's when I saw him. I
Go
mean,
on.
who comes down here that time of night, dressed in nice clothes, and they had those kabuki masks? I mean, my grandfather, he's from Nokiri,
Mm.
and he's got some scrolls and some pictographs of the theater troops there,
Mm.
their kabuki theater.
Mm.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Tell
Well,
us what you saw, son.
yeah.
he
put a
he looked at you confused for a second. He was like, I just did.
No, I think you're really onto something here, Lohan. This is connecting a lot of dots. Um, can you tell us where they went while they were down here? Or did you see? You might be at the center of something huge.
Well, I mean, it was go back out. We don't want to, take the road off the cistern going northeast. Um, it was up in the second district, just outside the cistern works. I mean, they were playing it cool. They were just passing through, but I saw under one of their jackets the kabuki mask,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean,
Wait, what?
That's it.
it's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious what all that means when you put it all together.
A kabuki.
Yeah, kabuki.
What's that?
It's no Kiri theater.
What does the mask look like?
It's like an angry white mask with like black and red makeup on it to like accentuate uh you know the facial expressions.
Kabuki.
Lohan, would you show us where they went? Because we're not familiar with this area. And also, I feel like you've got like a finger on the pulse down here. So if there's anything else you've seen that seems suspect, obviously that's pretty big fucking deal. We're gonna take that to our superiors. But anything else you related also.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could take you over there after my shift, but you know, tracking down assassins, that's not that's professional work.
There is no tracking.
You prefer to stay in the shadows.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying, it's not a volunteer assignment.
Sure, absolutely. We could if you want to be signed on as a mercenary for this job, we could do a trial of some kind. A trial arrangement. It would I'd have to look at the paperwork for how it would break down. What's your shift usually work out to?
I'm on for another 4.5 hours.
When you're pulling what, like
10.
silver? 2 silver over a couple hours?
Yeah, around that.
Mm.
This guy's on copper pay.
But how about this? How about if you help us out, we'll set you up with 5 silver.
Yeah, shoveling shit and tracking assassins. Not really in the same tax bracket.
Mm-hmm. What's your point? What's your point here, Logan?
Crazy person's trying to extort us.
Yeah.
Let's save this discussion. This gentleman needs to get back to work. He'll be sorely missed.
Yeah. No, you're right, Flick. Lo Yang, this was really helpful. We're gonna let you get back shoveling shit for 2 copper or 2 silver. I'm so sorry. When you want to be a part of something bigger, let us know. We'll go follow up on that later. Yeah, you just
Yeah, we can meet him back here when his shift's over.
We will meet you back here when your shift is over.
We'll meet you back here when your shift is over.
Son, we're gonna meet you back here when your shift's over. And I pat him on the shoulder.
Like he nods the first time one of you says that confidently and gets less confident each time one of you repeats the same phrase.
yeah, reasonable.
He says, "All right, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
I'll see you later. Bye."
As I turn, he might notice I have a funky mask. Hidden under the beard.
How'd that get there?
I'd say we leave him there for the next however long his life is. He'll just constantly like, fuck.
Yeah, what do we want to do with that? Do we want to do anything with that? It
He
seems
gave us directions.
worthless, but also kind of fun.
It's funny.
Let's go check it out. Let's go check out the directions,
Yeah,
man.
I'm with you. Let's go
Yeah,
check it.
let's go check it
I'm
out.
nice.
It's on level 2. We're gonna be going that way.
Yeah.
We'll go that way. It is funny in my mind to just never go back and never see Lo Yang again.
I think we owe him
Oh fuck, oh yeah.
another meet and greet.
It's either here's my 2 options. We never see Lo Yang ever again.
Yeah.
He grows old, realizing that he tried to nickel and dime
And could have made us
out of the shithole.
Yeah.
Option 2, he becomes our adventure buddy, and we just keep him alive on all of our adventures.
I like option 2.
I'm a fan.
Option 3, pen pals. We send him a postcard.
Yeah, like a Christmas card.
A postcard with like us next to a dragon head that says,
Yeah.
"Could have taken that 5 silver."
Yeah, and then I mean,
if he does come, we could become Lil Yang and the Wayside Boys.
We're the Wayside Boys.
I think we go back and forth.
When his shift's over?
So I mean,
Yeah.
okay, he gave us directions. We can go there. If it's credible, we do something about it. If it's not credible, we go on. But under no circumstance do we come back here unless we are so lost we can't figure out where he was telling us to go.
Go check it out.
yeah, that's also fair.
Okay. So let's go. Yeah, let's follow up on that lead.
Okay.
So he's my favorite NPC of all time.
Lil Yang?
Lil Yang, dude, he's awesome.
Or against it.
Is he insane? Yes. I love it.
Okay, so you guys go and attempt to kind of like check out the area he describes.
See if we see anybody with a kabuki mask.
Those sound like the mask we're looking for, man.
Stop assassinating!
Okay, so I guess you go just outside the cistern works
Yeah.
to the next district over.
Yeah.
And you guys spend some time, wandering around, trying to pick up a trail, look for anything suspicious.
I roll a perception check kind of as we're walking around the streets. I get a 15.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Fucking nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Caw. Yeah, let's go.
That one over here. We rolling.
Just a clean 17.
Thought it could've been-
16 for Victor.
What was your total, Flick?
35.
35. And Orthog, you got a 1?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. So you guys wander around this area for a little while, and
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming.
Don't you worry.
Narjal, Victor, and in Battleton. You do notice an individual like rushing through like an alleyway, and they are wearing a dark like gi style top and black pants. They have a hood up. Like there's no skin showing at all. And he's carrying what looks like something long and wrapped up. Like pole or a halberd or something like that. And he's hustling pretty quick. And it's suspicious, but it's at least something that catches your eye. Normally most of the people in this area, which are few and far between, they're more trudging than hustling. And this guy, he just sticks out for trying to be more, hidden. Sidian, you see this guy as well, and you all kind of see him in different places as you've split up and kind of are canvassing the area. But Sidian, you see as he enters through two wooden double doors, and then you hear a loud clunk as he gets on the other side. But when he takes a step up into that passageway, it shifts his gi just enough that you see he's got a mask hanging from his waist on the inside of his jacket, and it seems to be white with black and red markings.
That's our guy. That's our dude.
We got a weapon.
Get him.
It's gonna be a screen printing for a theater production. Set
They're
basic.
carrying a poster.
So he has entered a dwelling of some sort.
It looks more like an establishment or a business, though you don't see any signage or anything, It looks like it's either abandoned or not a business that has a lot of customer attention.
Okay.
But it definitely leans more towards looking like it's an abandoned warehouse kind of situation.
Cool.
We follow that guy, right?
I think we follow that guy.
think
Or
we
we
follow
send in Flick.
I was gonna say maybe Orthog enters but stays at the door, tries to bar passage from anyone, you know.
And then we go in.
I also suggest that if this could be a hideout, this could be we don't know what. So if we want to go in there on guard, ready for whatever to happen, maybe we should as well, and not get completely surprised going into a warehouse where they could just want to kill.
I wouldn't like you're talking about like prepping spells and stuff.
Yeah, or just I don't go. Yeah, like go in and just be alert.
Yeah. I think definitely alert.
Orthog, we're on the job. What do you think? I'm gonna go in there singing a song?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, technically you being alert is singing a song.
Yeah, you're supposed
Okay,
to.
okay. Let's not get bogged down in who sings what. Let's just get to it.
None of us sing. You do. I say, yeah, we go in there. Orthog's last, and he kind of remains ominously in the doorway.
I can do this.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. So you guys
Okay.
head up to those double doors,
Yeah.
and you who's so Orthog is Orthog opening the door, or what's how it's
I
going?
think Orthog's last.
Orthog's going to open the door and then stand by it.
I'll go in second.
All right. You grab the door handle and you pull, and the door doesn't move.
I think
I thought this might be the case.
Maybe it was unlocked. He went through it, locked it.
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe we need to just knock.
Yeah.
yeah, we knock.
Whoa, hold on. Can we case this place, see if there's another way out before we start knocking and alerting our presence?
I mean,
Well,
Do we already think?
I think we should
assume
not.
from my past, if this is a hangout, they already know we're here as well.
Okay, let's do it. Let's knock.
I think we knock, and I only say that just because like if it was a normal world, we'd be like, yeah, let's walk around the outside of the building, but it's like it's Kowloon Walled City. It's like there is no out. There's no casing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you guys have been checking out this district, and the road that this door is on, it's just one solid wall that has doors on it because it's, anything on that is buildings that are built to the outer wall. So like there's no alleys, there's no back. It's
Gotcha.
all just a one solid face that has basically started at the Cistern district and continued out this way. And there's doors into that solid wall that you're assuming most of that's like warehouses and storage and other things. But there's no residential around here, and there's no like commercial either.
What about mixed use though? What?
I mean, somebody maybe has a loft.
That's good. I like that.
Little walk up.
Little walk. Yeah.
Little walk up.
Wait, there's gonna be a goat milk coffee shop here in 2 weeks.
Hey,
Your rent's going up, bud.
Dan,
Yeah.
with that perception I got when I saw the guy, did he have anything else like I don't know, a pouch or something like hung on his belt? Any kind of noticeable other items?
He had what looked like something that was long, narrow, 6-7 feet long, wrapped in cloth, tied with twine, and clothes that he was wearing. You didn't see a backpack. You didn't see a belt pouch. He had a hood up. I'd say even with your 37, he had like a face mask. He looked like a human size shape.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess if we're good, I'll go ahead and knock. If you guys are cool with that, and I'll just kind of announce, hey, pardon me, sir. I just noticed you entered this dwelling. I've gotten a little turned around down here. I'm hoping you can give me some directions.
You're good. You're good ruse.
And if you want, I can like roll a bluff or something with that.
Okay. Uh, you knock on the door.
I'm gonna ready an action to charge through the door if the guy makes a move to close them on him.
Okay. And you start, like making that entreatment through the door, or are you waiting for the someone to answer?
Feel like what I'm saying. I'm just kind of saying it as I'm like knocking.
Okay. You wait a moment, another moment, no answer.
And yeah, I guess I'll just kind of insist. Hello, I saw you enter. Please, if you could be so kind. Uh, it's hard to get around down here, especially for someone like myself. Have a heart.
Everyone give me perception checks.
Big blushing booty.
15.
15.
15.
18.
Was that everybody?
Yeah.
Not good. 14. The crow.
One action die. Just gets a little over top. Ross, where you at?
18.
18. So, well, that's nice. Okay. 7, 22. Just want to make sure one of us is which one looks. Sure.
So you're waiting there. Sidian bangs on the door again, still calling out for assistance. Some more time passes. He bangs on the door again. After he's done his third attempt to get someone's attention, Battle time, you hear on the other side of the door, very faint. No. Like it's obviously not an answer to Sidian.
Yeah. It's like a conversation maybe or something. I look down at Flick and I say, keep going.
I really must insist. I've got a wife at home, and she's really going to start wondering where I am. We have a little one on the way. It's our first, and I really would like to
Open the
be
door,
home.
there's just a bunch of dudes.
Leather harnesses and gift masks.
Oh no.
All right. So Sidian, you keep trying. And battle time, you hear like just on the other side of the door, maybe 5 or 10 feet, like a clicking noise. It's one solid click. So it's like it's not the lock on the door or it's something on the other side of the door.
Oh God. I said this in a group call.
They're whispering, we're whispering. I mean, I hate to just bust the door down.
No. I think maybe the move now is we just stop knocking and get real quiet. And just wait.
Yeah, just
I'm assuming they don't have a people because peoples are actually rather complicated to make. Like maybe they have like a little like a sliding thing.
Yeah, it does look like there's yeah, maybe like a 4 by 4 inch window that could be pulled in and opened.
So let's stay away from that.
Again, I'm just gonna remind everyone we're here because of Lo Yang.
And in no relation to what we're trying to pursue.
So it's completely reasonable to assume these are just normal people that are terrified on the other side of the door.
Yeah, that's why we shouldn't break it down. But I like your idea of like everyone shut up and stay away from the little thing, the little window.
If you guys could just maybe crack the door, you can see I'm not a threat. I'm a frail little creature who's just trying to find his way home.
Pointing and everyone like, okay, we
To
should
the side. To the side.
Go yeah, go down, go down the hall.
Okay.
Um, so you're all on either side of the door.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. And except for Sidian, who's in front,
We're just
asking
in
for.
SWAT formation.
All right. So you're all staying there. Sidian's trying to talk through the door, get their attention. And then you hear like a scratching noise, and all of you see a glass flask like just get dropped just barely out of that like peephole window. And it drops and lands right next to Sidian and explodes in flame. It's a
Yeah.
flask of alchemist fire.
Yeah.
Fuck
All
yeah.
right, these aren't.
Reflex saves? Just for Sidian. Actually, no, it's just well, I'm gonna see if it hits him or if it lands next to him.
Family.
All right.
Freedom so frail.
We're going in.
All right, so it lands next to you, Sidian, and you take 1 point of fire damage.
Can I
You are not hit directly by it, but you are in the blast radius.
I would like to act like this has killed me, if that is something I can do.
Okay, make a bluff check.
Okay, hang on. Come on, Crow.
What you're gonna want to do is drag yourself across the ground while screaming, "I hate you."
Yeah.
And that person will assume that you are dead and never look for you ever again.
That is a 24 bluff check.
Okay, so you just drop to the ground and
Scream
pretend to be
and
dead.
fall down, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to clean up the body eventually.
I know Theo, it's on the front stoop. Mark. The super is gonna see it.
Did we the little slot open? Did we get a look at the hand that released the flask?
I mean, it just the flask was pushed out of that little window. Like there was no. You might have seen the fingertips, the gloved fingertips of somebody.
It's not a fish person.
We're pretty confident.
After Sidian's death scene, I'll say all of you can faintly hear a man say, I think it killed him. And then a woman say, well, okay.
Okay, just wait. Actually.
That's just this is home defense.
Yeah.
And then the man say, I'm gonna go tell the captain. And the woman says, I'm gonna wait and see if the others do anything.
Okay, so I know we're there.
You say like, damn right, we're gonna do something. You killed our friend.
I mean,
Yeah.
you all rolled decently on your perception checks. They are not like yelling this out. They're trying to speak in hushed tones. But you're standing out there completely quietly and still, so you can kind of make out their quiet conversation through the door.
We gotta get in there.
Yeah, I'm pro cast a buff spell and kick the fucking door in.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, Flick could roll up with his weapon, see if he could know that the little door's not open anymore. They just like put it through the door. Bang, bang. But let's kick this shit down.
Well, especially since
We-
like that door is like 5.5 feet up the door, but it's not really
Well, you need uppies.
yeah.
Do we? Oh, I don't know how we. It's
You
like,
gotta-
do we bust it down, or do we just wait a moment and see if someone opens the door to come out?
You gotta bust it down, dude. We
Well,
can't see him, so we can't cast a spell on him.
Well, then I'll start busting this mother down.
Start blasting.
I came in blasting.
I will say it's got to be critical. This door breaks in one round.
Can we both at the same
It's
time?
got to be critical. We got to go in one round.
Did the
Yeah.
door take any damage from the alchemist fire? Has the door been weakened by the?
It's got some scorch marks, but it doesn't seem to have taken any structural damage.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. I hand Ortig the
Ortig.
shillelagh to empower the shillelagh.
Shillelagh in it?
Yeah.
All right.
I drink a potion of mage armor.
Yeah, let's. Is everyone ready?
Hell yeah.
I
do-
continue to fake death.
And the shillelagh, well, maybe not. Maybe now you
No, I'm dead.
Cast divine favor.
Flick, get up.
I'm dead. I've died.
He's an actor. You gotta let him go through his process.
All right, then. What does the shillelagh add?
3d6 plus 1.
What's that song? It's always like social media reels and shit. Where it's just like,
Okay, I shall roll to bust the door down.
It's just that's what's in my mind now. They're like, yeah, I think he's dead. It's like she's yeah, and it's just like what's just like
It's like a Guy Ritchie soundtrack.
yeah.
That's not great. I rolled a 12. But that's this door.
It's a door. It's not dodging out of the way.
I didn't know if it was a nat 20 though, if I just busted it down.
Well, it wasn't at 20, you could have crit. But
All right, here's the shillelagh knock. Oh, not terrible.
Got action dive in.
Oh yeah, throw an action D on that B.
All right, so it's a 14, and then I'll action die. Roll my D4. Oh. All right, that's a 17. I can action die again. Action die again.
Do it, yes.
20. That's a 20.
Hell yeah.
Very
There we go.
The door explodes off the hinges. You grab one of the doors that's flying through the air right
So much shrapnel goes through it, starts injuring them.
They're screaming. Everyone is screaming. It's a bar mitzvah.
okay, so how much damage was it?
20
20?
with 2 action die.
Okay. You slam into the door with your shillelagh empowered club. and it causes a massive dent and splintering in the wood. This is so much more effective than it was when you were trying to break down the door in the haunted house. But that was a normal door. This is an iron-bound heavy door.
Mm.
So you think another hit like that will break it down, but this one didn't do it.
Okay. Another hit like that.
You want to?
So are the rest of you going to do anything, or?
I might as well swing at it. I unsheath Pinder and I say, you're not gonna like this. This isn't a living thing. And I don't need to roll the hit, I'm just rolling damage.
No, you do need to roll ahead. AC for doors is 3.
Okay, well, I would still need that. Put 7 on the die.
I pretty much just have to not roll a 1.
Yep. I'm gonna have an action die as well. So 7 on dice. I add another action die.
Yeah.
Action die. Action die.
Why?
Because you already used 3.
I have 6.
You don't. Those are mine.
These are mine.
Okay.
Where are yours?
I don't know.
These are mine. Mine are clear. Good. Do it. Scared.
I believe in you.
I'm doing 12.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Both of you said yes. Okay.
All right. Well, that did some more damage, but it was not a hit like the one that Orthog delivered. So the door is still in your way.
That's okay, because that means the threshold is going to be lower to getting through the next round. They're going to use a round to buff. We should.
We're not in attack order. We're not in
Okay.
combat.
Is anybody else going to try to do anything here? Or are you just Orthog to give it another swing?
I'm waiting for
Again,
art.
just seeing the struggles with the door, I will stop feigning death and start a bardic inspiration. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
They're singing out there.
And I'm singing Knocking on Heaven's Door. Oh, wow, wow.
Nice. Yeah.
The Guns N' Roses version.
Oh, yeah.
Ow, wow, wow, wow.
I don't know. I
What do you
think
need Limp Bizkit in?
Give me some reggae.
I was about to say, I do a pretty mean Fred Durst, so we need a.
Oh yeah, that was very impressive. Very impressive.
what's the Rolling Stones? See a red door.
Oh, and I want to paint it black.
Paint it black.
Paint it black.
That's something.
I
Something wrong.
No, it's not.
No, that's isn't it cream?
No, that's the
The
Rolling
Rolling
Stone.
Stones.
Paint it black is a
But he's
Rolling
doing the
Stone.
Rage Against the Machine version.
I'm not a super music guy, but I was pretty sure on that one.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that one has more, like a oomph for banging down door. Anyway,
I like not. He's saying, God.
all right, Orthog, give me another attack.
Am I still Shillelagh or was it just one turn?
No, that's 1 minute.
Oh,
So 2 rounds.
You've also got Bardic.
okay, that's
White room.
13.
That's what I'm thinking. White room. Yeah.
What is
what,
that?
Glenn?
What's that add?
I think it's +1 to attack and damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a 14 with everything added, and I have one more action die.
Blow up, blow up, blow up.
You do you, man.
You're gonna hit the door.
Yeah, I know, but I want to blow it up.
I want to blow the damn door down.
I want to blow up this spot like Lil Yang.
Little gang.
Low down.
Stop!
All right. So how much damage?
I'm gonna
Hey,
use,
well,
I'm
you
using-
gotta kill all the kabuki assassins.
that's my last action.
You have a good time showing shit?
All right. 17.
17. Okay. All right. You slam with all your might one more time, and the door cracks. You see as it swings in a bar that was laid down over the other side to bar the door. You splintered it and snapped it in half. The door swings open, and as it does, you hear like a faint jingling noise, and then you see the glimmer of 3 glass vials fall down directly in front of you.
Reflex.
There was a tripwire that you snapped that caused 3 more flasks of alchemist fire to drop on the other side of the door.
UCPI Home Security, identify yourself.
Okay. So one of them is going to effectively hit Orthog. One of them's going to effectively hit Battleton.
Yeah.
And the 3 of you are all going to be in the splash radius of all 3.
Okay.
Or the 2 of you. So Orthog, you take 4 points of fire damage, and Battleton, you take 3 points of fire damage, and then you both take 3 more points of fire damage from the splash of, or no, 2 more points of fire damage from the splash of the 2 that you didn't get hit by.
And then everybody takes 2.
I mean, were all of you standing right next to the door when they
I love that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, there were two of you who were hitting it with melee weapons. The rest of you, no. You're just gonna smash it.
Thursday. You have your mind.
You see how she mind me.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's only uphill for Axel.
Yes. Wow.
All right. So
see like a children's bed.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So and now smash the door in. And you see what appears to be like a receiving room. There is a bench or counter in front of you, and a door to the left and a door to the right. Both of them are closed.
Hey, you guys kabuki assassins? No? Alright.
Everyone give me perception checks.
What do they call it from the military? Like CQS. Infiltrating,
I have no idea.
rolling, clearing a house.
Damn.
You go away.
That's a natural one.
Oh yeah, baby.
I got it too.
Still standing outside.
I rolled a 3. I beat you boys.
12.
Wow.
Is our highest roll 12?
I think it might be 12. I rolled a 4. Trevor rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3. Glenn rolled a 2. Ross rolled a 1.
Dude,
Amazing.
We're gonna fucking swat clear. This
Amazing.
place that does not deserve our attention.
We don't see shit.
We're gonna get to the end and we're gonna have caught some big crime boss. He's like, "How'd you get me?" And they're like, "We don't know who you are. Don't know who you are or what you're doing. You just
Dash
killed
is gonna be
everyone
like,
here."
God damn it.
All right, so yeah, you see a counter and a door to the right and a door to the left.
Let's go left.
Go
just-
left, boss.
I just yell out. I ask for directions, and you light me on fire.
That's very fair. That's incredibly fair.
Close.
They put me in that
Dude, if little Yang was in here right now, oh my god, he would have nat 20 that perception check.
we are the Wayside Boys. Let's get 'em.
Yeah.
All right,
We're the
so
Wayside Boys. I like that.
Yeah.
you come to the next door.
I'm gonna stay at the entrance just in case they come back out the other door.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Obsidian's gonna stop him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I try to open the door.
It appears to be locked.
I gesture at Orthog and his empowered shillelagh.
We can't. I don't want to get burned again.
Hit it with the shelag leg.
All right.
This is what
Shillelagh.
you do with the
Roll better this time. All right. I hit the door, and now. All right. There we go. There we go. 15. 15.
15 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a much flimsier door, and you knock that out without much trouble.
It's just their kitchen. It's just their kitchen.
This is huge. This is huge. This is a hacker. They have Alchemist fire and booby traps.
As you break through that door,
Find your strong point.
you
Don't
see
clear the house. Find your strong point.
crouched in the doorway over here is one of these individuals. Now you see that they are wearing the Tang Cat mask,
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh shit.
and
I know.
they have a crossbow leveled at you.
Okay. Do I have
Dude,
time?
fucking low.
What are the odds?
Do I have time to roll an intimidation?
Very high.
What did the steward do? Like, I don't know, they smell like shit. It was like, I don't know, go talk to the weird teenage rat boy who thinks he's in on shit.
You listen to me. You go.
Okay, what is your flat-footed armor class?
Flat-footed. So my armor class is 20. Then where's the flat-footed?
I think it's minus your dex mod.
Underneath it,
Oh, there it is. 18. Sorry.
18.
Do I have time to roll for a intimidate?
Okay. So you bust through that door, you take one step into the room with your follow through, and you hear clunk, and a crossbow bolt like slams into your stomach right next to the to your chitinous plating across your chest, sinking in, doing 9 points of damage. And then that person like pulls up the crossbow and the door shuts in front of them. So you get the impression there's two people there. One shot you, backed away, and the other one shut the door behind them. And then you hear a click.
Huh.
Let's do initiative order at this point.
God damn
Anyone above 15?
Okay.
I'm a 20.
Anyone above a 10?
11.
I got a
13.
13. Vic, you want to go first?
Sure.
I have a 10.
Okay. Battleton, you see Orthog stumble through the broken door and then, pull back as he gets stabbed in the stomach with a crossbow bolt.
Swift action, activate my healing judgment. Gain back 1 hit point per round. Bring this round up to a 13. Everyone can see Orthog is wounded. So I suggest he be healed. We need to cover this door. And then I'm going to move up into the next room unless anyone tells me not to. Do it, bro. So move up.
Smash that shit open.
Well, here, so 5, 10, 15, 20 gets me there. I have 30 feet of move, so I can go 15, or sorry, 25, 30 up to the door. And as I'm holding Bender, I say, "Great news, Bender. We're gonna slash some bitches in here." I know, buddy. Okay, and that's all I can do. So I can't afford. Oh, I can cast a spell. I'll cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Victor.
Those are my spells for the day.
I walk up behind Orthog and with my ring, I cast Cure Light Wounds on him. For 8 plus 1.
No, them all the way through here. If we don't cover this door on the way out.
Heal Orthog for 9 points of damage.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
How does it work? Is it +2 now since we're level 2? I can't remember.
Caster level.
Get the volume note.
Yeah, it's +2.
Long enough?
Oh, it's +2?
You're
Okay.
level 2, buddy.
No.
10 points of healing for Orthog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I'll see.
Flick.
So how? Well, the Orthog's probably pretty close to topped off. Probably shouldn't waste a spell there.
Just to be clear, this is going to be the last round of your lingering performance, assuming you spent 1 round of bardic performance to start singing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just letting you know. Next round, you're going to have to start singing again, or the Inspire Courage is going to go away.
Yep, that's actually, I guess, because I don't really see a better option right now to do anything else, I'll probably just re-up my bardic performance now.
All right. Anything else?
I would like to just kind of yell out, hoping that they can hear me, and just kind of say, "There's going to be more than doors smashed if this kind of behavior continues."
Fuck, dude, Dad's home.
All right, Narjal.
And I kind of look at Orthog and say, maybe block the door with that table. The main door, I mean.
Orthog.
Yeah, so you're saying move that table in front of the door so they can't get out?
Yeah, like this one.
I'll do that.
Door. Maybe. Is that possible?
This door.
That looks like a counter that's like
Okay.
to the
Having this door. Because
That's the table.
They're good. Sure. The concern would be like you can't really see it, but like it's the whole battle mat here, and there's still this door over here. So the concern would be that they lead us all the way through here.
I think we got to keep smashing. Got to smash it. We got to get to them. We can't be playing defense already.
But you see my point is that if they do this every room and this room connects, they could do it on the last room and then just dip.
And then I'm there waiting for them.
Oh, yeah,
Haha.
Flick's staying back.
See what I mean? Like they could just lead us through this whole fucking maze, drain us, and then leave.
Well, they can't lead us if we don't chase them. Get in there.
Yes. Okay, we are
Oh.
having diverging opinions. It is orthodox.
All right,
decision.
Orthog, what are you doing?
Can I use my profession as soldier to either think I would smash the door or block that exit?
I don't. I mean, this is a personal choice thing, dude. It's
Yeah,
not.
I would block that back door to get out.
Well, I mean, I'm also could we say that we retro and say like I just stop here and on my round I'm gonna drag this table over here. 'Cause it doesn't I didn't do anything, I just move. And then yeah, if you want to go smash, go smash.
Yeah, if we're allowed to do that, I'll do that.
Does that work?
Yeah.
I don't think it functions. Either way, it's a character giving up a whole round to block the door.
All right.
Unfortunately, Orthog is 5 feet short of making it to the door.
Sucks to be a turtle, man.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Number two. It's the worst movie ever made.
It's a bad movie.
I'm just
We do impressions, right?
Dan Carvey's so good. It's such a bad movie.
Orthog, and I'll say Battleton
Mhm.
as well. Well, just yeah, I guess just Orthog, 'cause you did not go up to the door. Orthog, you can hear on the other side of the door the sounds of heavy footfalls moving away. Like they are, retreating further in.
they're moving further in. I let them know, and then
Just start over here.
I just feel like I'm just gonna keep. I'm just
we
gonna
can
get
reverse
meat.
right now. We can barricade this door. Yep.
Battleton.
This door swings in. Because this door swing in, that door swing in. Interior doors usually swing inward. When you're entering a space.
Yeah, this one swings this way.
Okay. And you believe it would swing that way in that world.
Sure.
Okay, it's fine. I drag what I want to do is take a table and essentially the same way you take a chair and like jam it up under there. I'm just dragging it and jamming it up under the door at a slight angle so that the table digs into the pavers
Okay.
and barricades that door, and then I tell the group we're going to go through the other doors.
Okay.
Do I need to make any rolls for that?
Let's make a strength check. Just to see how well you jam it in there.
Roll 6 on the die. My strength is a +3, so that's a 9.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say, like, you don't add anything to the they have to break the bench to break open the door. Like you jam it in there, but your strength doesn't add anything to it because you didn't roll a good strength check.
That's fine. Is that my whole turn?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you're gonna do.
Oh, fine.
Victor.
So Battletown was like, we're gonna jam this door and we're gonna go do the other door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently.
we're gonna, it's like the end of Home Alone when the robbers finally figure out what Macaulay Culkin is doing, and they just go around the other way. That's what we're gonna do.
It worked out so well for them.
I'm sorry, this is my bad.
The wet bandits, the sticky
I
bandits.
thought you were the Wayside Boys. We are the wet
sticky
bandits?
bandits. Yeah.
The Wayside Bandits. Sticky.
Will Yang. I walk over to the other door that we're gonna head to.
Okay.
And prepare an action, which is to cast guidance on whichever team member is going to smash that door down.
Well, then you move your movement towards that door, and then you ready the action.
Correct.
Flick.
I'm just not seeing anything I can do at the moment. So just continuing my bardic.
Okay, Narjal.
Flick, are you next to me, buddy?
Yeah, I'm like 5 feet away from you or something.
Orthog.
Yeah, I move over to the other side as far as I can go. And
Full
I-
move action.
I asked on my trolley over, I asked, should we try to burn them out of here? Set a room on fire?
Very welcome, good. Very.
Setting a fire inside the city is a very, 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 very bad idea.
This whole city's made of poop.
It is. Well, it's like one of the most illegal things you can do.
And the guards are omniscient.
And we don't have anybody to blame it on. We don't have
There's-
anybody
There
just
is no.
throwing-
You can't get out of the building
Mhm.
once you set the fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no one
The whole
throwing
city is
alchemist
one building.
fire.
Why are they dropping flame bombs on us?
Because they suck.
Because they're
Yeah,
not
that's right.
intended to set things on fire. They're just intended to give a flash of fire damage.
All right.
Oh, it's wicked, right?
Yes.
I
Okay.
do recommend
The
it.
double click. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
55, 60. 65, 70, 75, 80.
Yeah, keep going.
85, 90.
Don't stop. I need you to continue. That's the only way. That's not a door. God damn it.
Honestly, you do raise a good point.
Of
They probably wouldn't be using fire flasks. So, if everyone's okay, I'd like to retcon it to acid.
well, yeah,
Yeah, super,
Yeah.
super. That's it, so.
that's cool. I get to the door. I try to unlock it or just open it.
Okay, it's open.
Heck yeah! Can I remove this? Damn it!
It's a dude.
It's
What is that?
There's no door in or out of this room.
Just the one that you open.
So I
And-
wasted all around for us.
Yeah,
That's
it
my-
looks like a barracks. Fuck.
Now we know that was knowledge.
And seeing this room, the counter, you think that this is probably an old guardhouse.
Hmm.
Okay.
The fucking guards, dude. Inside job. There was a rat.
There's a rat.
There's a bunch of rats.
Poor Orthog.
Okay. Well, do you want to drop out of initiative at this point and think about what you want to do next? Or do you want to keep on?
I mean, isn't what we want to do next? Go over there, remove that bench, break
Smash
down the
that
door,
fucking
get
door
blown
down.
up by the next acid bomb, and then keep going. Like, is there any different?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to okay, do we need to plan? Or do you want to just okay, let's just keep on going?
I think we just keep on
I
going.
don't know what planning will help us because we still got to go through that fucking door. They're going to
Huh?
keep.
We could just go into that room and wait.
If we want to drop out of initiative, I'm for that. I think we just go make ourselves comfortable at that table we just fucked up and just announce that we're waiting until they come out. We know they have to. We know we have them cornered.
We don't know that. We don't know if there's exterior doors.
Yeah. We don't know if
Well, I mean, I guess technically Victor is next up. So, are you? What are you doing, Vic?
Well, I'd like to. Can I have my last action, which was cast guidance on, I guess, Orthog, because I thought he was going to smash the door down. Can I give
Yeah.
him the guidance?
Yeah.
I do that as, you know, sort of closing the loop on the last round. And I say to Orthog, we gotta smash this fucking door down, buddy. Follow me, okay? And I head back towards the door, the one that needs smashing.
Okay.
Full move action.
Alright. I just remembered Battleton's the only one who has 30 feet of movement speed.
Yeah, mine. Okay.
Everyone else has a 20-foot move speed.
Amazing you guys caught me on the elevator.
Well, you stopped and held the door. Flick.
Well, that's the plan, and we're sticking to it. So I'm going to take a move action towards that door.
Environmental, like there's a chance that this room goes nowhere.
And that's it. for me.
Marjol.
Maybe up to 6 of them.
Orthog. All the way back. Right.
There's 2 of them that you talked about a captain.
I'm assuming that's who got the information, what was being delivered and orchestrated this whole endeavor.
Orthog, are you just moving back to the door? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Battle time.
I also moved back to the door. I got a full move. 5, 10. Five, 60 gets me to the other side of the bench.
Victor.
I walk up to Orthog and I don't cast guidance again because he's already got it. And I say, do it, dude. Just smash it. Smash the whole fucking thing down.
Alrighty.
Okay. Flick.
Re-trigger Bardic, and that's it for me.
Right. You still gonna stay outside the room or are you coming in?
I'll come in. Yeah, I'll come in.
Yeah,
So if you want to move me 20, that's cool.
Okay, Orthog.
All right. Hit the door. Now we do the damage. Okay. So it's 14 on the dice. Plus, what is guidance? And then, so that's 15. And then what's guidance?
Guidance was just to help you hit.
You're still gonna add your strength bonus. And Shillelagh gives the weapon a +1.
16.
So you already added your strength bonus?
Strength plus 3, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay, and you add +1 from the Bardic Inspiration?
Yep.
All right, well, yeah, 19 is plenty to smash this door down.
As soon as the guy that builds doors, he's just flummoxed by why his business is so good right now.
And it appears that the next room is a storage room.
Huh.
Storage? For what? Bodies?
And then we only see one door. Is that just one door in there? I see.
Yep.
E3.
So is that Orthog's turn?
He still has a move. The action, I think.
I guess I would know. I walk in the room, whatever. If there's a trap or something. There shouldn't be with the door busting open, but yeah.
Just take it on the nose.
Yep.
That's our buddy.
There are probably more traps ahead. So I wonder if we should stagger breaking doors down.
Okay, Battleton, you're the next.
Smash.
Can I reach the door from this threshold?
No, there's still like a 5 foot space there.
Mm.
I mean, you could have stood in front of Orthog.
Can I say I stood in front of Orthog? Okay. Go there. No. It's really well. Let's still do it. It's gonna be a 9 to hit. And then roll my damage. Good. Very low. Very low rolls.
How much damage?
Total damage is going to be 8.
8. Okay. That is not enough to break down the door.
No, it is not.
Victor.
I walk into the room, stand behind. I flank the door. I walk into the room, full move action. I flank the door.
Okay. Is that fine there?
That's good.
I think it was really cool too. Oh yeah.
Flick.
I'm gonna keep moving forward, but I don't want like line of sight from the door, the new door that is shown. So just I guess like in the doorway of the broken door, if that makes sense. Yeah, like there.
Okay. Marjal.
I just fucking waddle in there.
Okay. Orthog.
Trailing behind.
I'm coming, boy.
I hit the door.
Okay.
Ooh. I hit the door.
Oh, I feel it. Oh, so you want
Oh, not that good. 12. That's a 15.
That is enough to break down the door.
Damn it. There's not another door. What do you mean they're not in here?
Actually, across that room, standing in the doorway, you do see 2 of these people with the masks, and one of them has the crossbow leveled and takes a shot.
Yep.
The other one has a like a leather sack in his hand and chucks it.
Oh,
Tanglefoot bag.
Gonna roll speed intimidate check to just yell, "You suck."
Okay,
You suck! Oh!
so the crossbow is going to hit. Who's it gonna hit?
yeah.
Gonna hit Dog for 2 points of damage. And the Tanglefoot bag
Nice, good rest.
is going to hit Battleton. And you are immediately covered in this sticky, gluey substance.
It's all about. Not a fan.
And the crossbow lady steps back, and the guy with the Tanglefoot bag swings the door closed.
You said there wasn't a door in here.
There's
What the fuck?
opening.
Okay.
Battleton.
Okay. All right.
So,
I'm worried about it now.
-2 penalty on attack rolls, -4 penalty on dexterity, must make a DC 15 reflex save. Will be glued to the floor and able to move. So first make that DC 15 reflex save.
Okay. Nice. 16. 15 on the die, my reflex is 1.
Okay. Well, the DC is 15. So
Okay.
you are entangled. You have the -2 penalty on attack rolls, and -4. Oh, wait, you have the -4 penalty on dexterity. So that
Does
gives
that
you a
apply to
-3
the
to your reflex save,
Mm-hmm.
which
Alright.
drops down to 14.
Yeah, then I fail.
And you fail.
And it should last for 2d4 rounds.
Yes.
Okay.
You can roll that 2d4 if you want.
Sure. Five. Okay, 4 for 5, right?
All right, and you can make a DC 17 strength check or deal 15 points of damage to the goo with a slashing weapon in order to break free.
Weird. Okay. I attack myself with my falchion.
You attack the goo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
The
swing
goo
with a
fighters.
weapon at goo encasing my entire body.
You attack the goo.
Sure.
You're sawing the goo.
With a
With your
not
demons.
serrated blade.
Let the knife do the cutting.
Are we married to the Wayside Boys? Because Goo Fighters is also pretty cool.
I like the Wayside Boys.
Yeah.
Okay. I roll to attack the goo with a 14 total, but I'm taking a -2 on my attack rolls.
No, it's -2 on dexterity. You're not using dexterity in your attack, you're using strength.
An entangled creature takes a -2 penalty on
Oh,
attack
on
rolls.
attack rolls, right.
Yeah. So it's a 12 to hit the goo. That is me.
You're scraping with it.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, your scraping's really good.
I'm assuming since it's a stationary object, the standard DC is 5, or the standard armor
Yeah, I
class
don't
is 5.
see anything about hitting it. Okay. I'm going to roll damage now.
Goo has an armor class of 34.
Holy fuck! There's no way I can do enough damage to destroy it in this round. Oh, I'm adding my damage roll. I'm using my demon weapon.
Attack the goo with your demon knife.
You got a +1 from Bardic, baby.
That's true.
The goo can feel pain.
You know what? I'm gonna
So
roll
much
one.
pain.
4 + 4 + 1. So it's gonna be a 5, solid 9 points of damage to the goo.
Ooh, almost 15.
All right.
A 1d6
Victor.
I head into the room. Full move action to the door.
covered in goo. I yell, "Go on! Go on!"
You're going to this door?
I'm just screaming.
The one that they just went through and locked. Full move action to the door.
In doing so, you get a bit of you.
Medieval hallway.
There. Hallway. Okay. Flick.
Could I attack the goo?
Give me a Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana. Oh my god. My crow spit it on the floor. Crow! Ba, 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 ba. That is a 12.
A 12?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Nice. Classic kid. I remember that one.
You actually think you if you grease Battleton, then he will be greased.
Huh.
The goo cannot hold grease.
He would be
Contained by grease.
okay, but then he would have to do like grease deck saves, right?
No, that's like when you put grease on the ground, then people have to.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, hell yeah. I grease
Greasing a
Bottleton.
person makes them hard to ground.
Rats.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grease him up.
Rats get you blue.
Greasing up his goo, dude.
Greasy
Let me-
goo.
Let me get my grease in you goo, girl.
We get up in there with goods.
Oh,
Give that boy a show.
Hey, let me get up in them goods.
is this what? No.
Just to stop Trevor, yeah, I'm gonna approach Bottleton and cast grease on him.
And I assume that Battleton, you are letting him do so.
I love a grease me.
Let him grease you up.
Oh!
Well, go up a little bit. Go down a little bit. Down.
Okay. So you cast grease on Battleton, and he is covered in grease, and the strands of sticky substance that were attached to him seem to just like slough off, having nothing to gain purchase on. So Battleton,
That's awful.
you do have to make a reflex save to hold on to your sword.
God damn it. Okay. Well, that should be fine. 14.
What's the save DC on your grease spell?
Oh no. Okay, no, he's good. It's a 14.
Wow, that's way higher than I thought it'd be.
Right on the nose, baby.
And you can, as a standard action, dismiss that spell next round if you want to.
Okay. Does he have
Narjal.
to continue doing like doing that reflex on his sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shuffling in.
Okay. Orthog.
Yeah, I head in to the room, and that's an open door to the left there.
Yeah. Where are you heading?
I'll just make sure I'm gonna head to the door that's God, the one that's closed. Might as well keep knocking them down.
Who shot ya?
So you're just going all the way, you're taking a double move to get up to it?
Who shot you?
Who shot
No
ya?
way this all will backfire on me.
Okay, you get up to the door, and when you get up to it, you hear a clicking noise, and then you hear the sound of footsteps retreating from the door.
There's another.
They've set a trap.
Just
Plow
actually,
through it.
the sound was just of the door locking
Okay.
because they did not have an extra action. Since they both took an action last round, they did not have an action to lock the door after they closed it.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that there isn't a trap waiting on the other side of the door.
No, yeah, there is.
Like all of the traps that you guys have run into so far have been very like makeshift and you know battle time. Make one more reflex save to hold on to your sword.
Natural 20.
Okay. Good.
Go here.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't realize there were two exits.
Um, five, 10. Yeah, I go there. So I have sightline.
Victor.
Um, I ready in action to cast a spell if I can see into the if either of these people are visible when this door is crashed open.
Okay. Um, okay. Flick.
Move action to continue following the rest of the party and dismissing the grease spell.
Okay.
Missing the grease cell.
Narjal.
We're going down the open way to the.
Oh, okay.
I
Battleton is.
Oh, I didn't even see I forgot about the other door. I was completely kidding. Forgot about it.
Battleton is playing his own game.
Don't even worry about it.
All right. Relieved that we no longer have to deal with the demon man. I'm gonna go right there and ready in action to if I see someone pop through that door, I will cast Grasping Vine.
Okay. Orthog.
I am going to bash the door down.
Okay. And just to be clear, this is the last round of Shillelagh.
Okay.
Chihuahua.
Alright, not bad to start. 14 plus.
Trying to do a pumpkin here.
That'll be a 16.
16. Okay. That is enough to break down that door.
All right.
And on the other side, you see what appears to be an armory. And standing in an open space here is the woman with a crossbow.
What's she gonna do with that crossbow?
She's gonna shoot Orthog.
Can I use my ready to action?
I am going to say, given the sight lines here, I don't think you can see each other.
Nerds.
I quickly let her know if you shoot me, I will be killing you.
Okay, well, she misses.
Hey.
No, you can't kill her.
And as soon as she shoots, she moves to retreat. And as she does so, her friend opens this door,
Bingo.
and there is Bottleton.
Yeah.
And with that happening, and we are at 11:45, I feel like this is a good place to stop, so we can start with like an actual combat next session.
Dude, Valentine, you just fucking ass backwards to a great plan.
Yeah. Yeah. When I came right here, I'm like, oh, the doors are here. Oh, they're there. And then you pull the map back. It's like, yes.
I'm just imagining covered in grease, his eyesight was blurry, and he just stumbled through the wrong doorway.
You're Marv from Home Alone. You're the sticky bandit.
Yeah.
He's the slippery bandit.
I was sticky, now I'm slippery. It's a rebrand.
All
The
right.
social media team says slicky is better than sticky.
You're a slicky little boy.